wanted you to just take over and do it for him.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't. It's like so much work. Like, this game is so. I think he's above you. He shot someone above you.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much lost when there's that many people alive.
But yeah, it's like, I don't really have any interest in the game. And like, the only reason I really worked on this game is because like, I played it all the fucking time. So...
I see the enemy!
Oh shit! Oh, come on!
Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Whatever!
You grabbed him too early. But, yeah, the only reason I worked on this game is because I fucking played it all the time, so... You know, I never played that game, don't really have any interest. I'm fine with, like, helping, like, a little bit, and, like, giving away some of the stuff that I've used, which I've done, but yeah. I'm not gonna, like, do the whole thing, you know? And
that's what I say to other people with survival, too. It's like, he wasn't emotionally invested into that, so he's not gonna do it unless somebody hands him right in his lap pack of captures of survival.
I mean, it's not even important anyway. It really isn't. It's like all just about the GP.
No, here's the thing. The good thing about that is it was clan battles.
Yeah, you were talking about
straight up clan battles. See, here's the thing that I would think was cool. If you could do it where it was survival, but you could modify the shit out of it. Can you imagine survival with just team sneaking? Like, you could appease to the team sneaking people or just the rescue people. Because there's not a lot of mixed players. Like, I like playing a mix. I think it's more fun. But if you could do clan battles with just like team sneaking or whatever, it'd be freaking awesome. I think it would be, at least. But
I mean,
all this stuff is a pain. I don't know. You gotta get auto matching for me.
I don't know about that, but I mean, like, we could have automated, like, just automated lobbies and everything. I don't think that's like difficult. But
Go!
Because, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck about GP. You don't need an extra number, you already have a level. It's the clan battling that people want the most, because right now, this is what Nightfox said. But right now, you can say, he's into the max, and I want to challenge a clan, but they won't clan battle me because their clan is obviously not as good as mine. But we still want to do it and have fun anyways. Survival kind of forced that upon you. And if you got matched, or if somebody cancelled, you would be embarrassed because they just record it, post on YouTube, and then, you know how small this community is. Everything goes around so quickly.
I mean, like, we could do survival like another way. I don't think it's like it's too hard to make like a mock survival. You know, I don't think it's a big deal. I could do that. But
yeah, but that's once again putting a lot of pressure on you. And I have no idea what you're doing because
I don't think it'd be that bad. Like, honestly, it's really not that much work. I mean, you know, like, yeah, it's some work to do, but it's like something I could.
I think something as simple as auto matching. If that worked, I think that would go a long way. But the auto matching in this game was kind of garbage.
Oh, you know what? I tried figuring out auto matching. It's like a huge pain in the ass, though. I mean, I've learned more since, but I mean, like, I had no fucking idea what was going on. But
I see the enemy.
Yeah, I don't.
Did you ever get to run around EE? Did you ever get to do that?
Oh, on arcade, yeah.
Because Theo said that he couldn't figure out, like, all he could get was the small MM, and it won't run on my computer. Like, I got all the.
I don't know. Like Javier was playing on another map and shit, but I don't know how to do that. So I literally just like swapped the maps out. That's how I got on there.
Because I told Dio, like, me, you, and him, and probably JV, or I don't actually, he probably won't be emotionally invested into it, but need to sit down during that Shadow Moses map and just, like, sit and think where we're gonna put bases and stuff. Because I would love to play that map. Because that looks. You put, like, base 3, like, right in the middle of the heliport? Oh man, all hell would break loose with grenades.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it would need some tweaking, though, is the only problem I have.
Oh, of course.
It really does need. I don't know if we can even really have the heliport there.
Really? Oh shit.
Well, I mean, it's like such
Two
a
there.
bad. I mean, it's just like such an open area. Like,
could you add shit if you really wanted to, like sandbags and shit?
Yeah, we could do that.
For like cover and stuff? Could you not do that?
Yeah, we could do that. That's not. Oh, that's not as good. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, we can't do that yet, but we can do that. Like, we know how to do that.
Because I wanted to run around it and stuff, but JVR was being a bitch.
I mean, like, the maps just take a lot of work is the problem. Like, we figured out some stuff, but we need the right tools and everything to actually, like, edit them. It's the only thing. But yeah, EE is really small. It's pretty much like just the garden area. And then they just have the stair, like the bottom of the stairs are blocked off. So I mean, it's super small.
Yeah,
we can still use it, but we'd have to open it up or something. Oh yeah,
I guess
but
you could. So let's just rip it from the damn game, or from the
But yeah, Shadow Moses would need a lot of work because the helipad is just a bad place to be.
I always wanted them to finish.
Like no one would ever want to be.
I always liked that map.
Yeah, I think
it was a lot of fun when we played that. It was fun. It was a damn shame though that he had to get rid of MM.
Yeah, I mean we can replace him or replace different map. The reason he did that before is because he was trying to do it on II, but it still had the snow because he didn't know how to get rid of that. But he knows now, I think. Yeah, because he did that on Shadow Moses. He got rid of the blizzard. But
is that why it looks so good? Okay, makes sense.
I'm not really sure how he what he did. So. You know, but yeah, it just is gonna take a lot of work to do them all.
Do your best. Retreat.
But yeah, I've been working on trying to. Yeah, I know you know, but I've been trying to work on the patch, the in-game patching, and it's kind of a pain. Like really.
Oh, okay, so you are working on that in-game patching. Like, just so people don't have to do the OFW.
Yeah, the backups. Because I mean, it could get like really excessive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, especially if you figure out it's like, okay, we figured this out this day, so let's add this. We figured out this next.
Yeah, so it's like we'd be doing like monthly or like 3-month patches, and it'd be kind of ridiculous.
To be honest, I think a lot of the people that are still around, I don't think would care.
Well, yeah, I ran the survey. God damn it! Like I'm not paying attention. I did that survey, and people said I think 3 and 6 months would be okay.
That's not too bad. But if you do it the way that you do it, then people won't even really notice. It won't really matter.
Well, I mean, like, they'd have to reformat and whatever, like, every, 3 or 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. I wouldn't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to weigh it. I mean, like, more people said yes to reformatting than no. Like, definitely. I need to look at the results again or whatever, but,
You should post those on Twitter. I know a couple people were asking me to do so, but I didn't have them, so.
You're going on blue, right? Do you keep picking blue or auto?
I hit auto by accident.
Oh. Well, switch to blue if you could get red or whatever. Yeah.
Why don't you start being a glitcher and switch me over to blue all by your lonesome? Or
I
switch
can't
to
because
red
I'm not
and be a kid.
host.
Wait. You can do that
If I'm host?
without asking?
Yeah.
I have the wrong tools.
Okay, yeah, so it's like 2/3 OFW and like 1/3 CFW. Pretty much everybody said, yeah, they want new stuff. Skipped? Why do people skip?
A lot of people hate this map. And did I just DC?
No, I don't think you DC'd.
A bunch of people just left.
Right. Well, it's only like 2 people that left. I really hate this map.
I'm not a fan of it either.
I mean, I don't like hate the actual like map. I just hate like the layout. You know what I mean?
He's mad. I just told him.
I think the whole force thing is like alright. I don't really like it, but
How would... to be honest, the one thing that I think that should be worked on, and I wish I knew how to do it, is getting rid of all the extra garbage that is not needed. I don't care if the map is ugly as shit, but it needs to go. Why would he do that?
yeah, I mean, like no one ever looks at these cliffs. You know what I mean? No one ever notices.
I'd get rid of them if I knew how to do it. I'd get rid of every single one of them.
This,
and
this one up here?
Put this on.
What's that?
I'd just say, I'd work on them and I'd say, Gigahertz, here, take this patch, put it in, make these maps look extremely ugly. Nobody needs this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, look up here, you know? Like, no one cares about this. I mean, I might leave that because you could, like, you know, knock a grenade off of there or something. That'd be kind of useful. But I mean, like,
I need help, I need help. Oh god! Oh! There's your help. Gotta love it.
But I mean, like, yeah, like this cliff up here, you know what I mean? These fucking rocks up here, like, you can't do anything with that. You know?
I know, that's what... But I think that would definitely help with frame rate.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can remove that sort of stuff.
Can you get rid of the grenade smoke? You should do that.
I
would
know.
appreciate that dearly.
Oh, there was no grenade smoke on DD, right?
No, and it was beautiful. It was this weird looking white
it was
stuff.
a square thing, right? It was just a bunch of I mean, I think it'd be cool to like replace the textures. Like, they don't need to be that detailed, like, honestly.
No. It goes a long way, and it also depends on how much you really have more invested into this game. Because before it seemed like you were on your way out there, pal.
Yeah, it kind of was.
I guess if you figured out pretty much absolutely everything, which you actually haven't, so I don't understand why you... No, I'm not playing on PC. That would be weird. Oh, I didn't know.
I wish I was.
Those dickheads need to hurry up and finish that damn... whatchamacallit? I don't think
that's
they
gonna
ever
take
will.
forever. Absolutely forever.
Give me some cover! Give me some
There's
cover!
a guy right here.
Where? I'm gonna, in the cave or on the left?
In the cave.
I see the enemy!
I think they might be boosting.
Oh, really?
Okay, go ahead! That was awesome!
Maybe not.
Someone's in the cave, I think. No. One left. Here he is.
Damn.
That was awesome!
But yeah, we could really get rid of a lot of this stuff, you know what I mean? All it is like removing the models, that's it really.
Yeah.
Because then that keeps it from getting drawn at all.
I know, it would definitely make things a hell of a lot smoother.
Roger that. Roger that.
Well, this game's not even 720p, isn't it like 594?
It's like 576 f8.
That's brutal.
It's like really weird. But yeah, that just goes to show like they did some really weird stuff to get this game like looking nice. And I'd rather it look shitty than like look nice, you know what I mean?
Me too.
That was awesome.
It's all about that gameplay.
About the frame rate, yeah.
Oh, look, I got fucked up.
Like I think the frame rate's already in MGS4, but like once you like have multiplayer, it's a lot different.
This game is not made for multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely not.
How is he not dead?
One more.
You're dead now. Ouch! Oh! Oh, he's bad.
Pretty darn good.
Oh no! There's a guy behind you. He died.
Shit. Oh.
That was awesome.
Is he dead? But yeah, I think we can make a lot of these maps so the frame rate get a lot better. I don't know how like this grass and stuff impacts the frame rate, but I don't know about removing it. That'd be kind of shitty.
It kind of defeats the purpose, especially when you're like in rescue or in team sneaking, where sometimes you just hide in the grass.
Right. Like maybe we could like reduce the like the texture size or something, but I don't know about that.
What about
I don't know if it's really that bad.
What about the movement? Just get rid of the movement, and it because if you all look at them, they do move. They sway back and forth.
I don't know if we could really do that. That's
No problem.
That's getting a little like too in depth. You know what I mean?
No problem.
I don't know. A lot of it is really just like removing the stuff that isn't important. Like these boards on the floor, I don't know if they really need to be there. You know what I mean? Of this guy I'm specking on Wheezy. I don't know if you're specking him.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah, like some of these paintings, I don't think really need to. I mean, the paintings aren't that bad. This fireplace, no one. Who the fuck cares about the fireplace? You know what I mean? I think the frame rate here is okay. You know, I'd have to actually do some like get a frame rate. What's it? Counter.
Oh yeah.
And just see what the frame rate really is when you're playing, and like how it's impacted by all these things.
I was actually going to buy one of those. I wanted to get the one that Digital Foundry uses.
I didn't know there was one like that you can. I don't know. I was gonna do it like in the game. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Well,
yeah,
this game runs nasty.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like what the real frame rate is. You know what I mean?
Well, when a grenade blows, it drops down to at least 22 frames, so that's what I'm guessing. Or if you played Ghz.Grad and you shoot all the windows, in that.
Or if you just chuck a nade.
Believe it or not, people actually like that map. My favorite is RR, but people say you need to get rid of the water. I like the map. It's ugly, but.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say EE. I think Javier pulled up the model. I don't remember. Nah, I don't. But never saw that. No, it was EE. I don't know if Javier pulled up the model or if I looked at something. Or
I like it. The enemy's here. The enemy's here. No
it's
problem.
like, you know, the map's so fucking tiny. It's just a garden, but they have all the fucking background buildings.
The enemy's here.
You know what I mean?
Does that game run at 60?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, because Dio said I can't get it to run on my PC, so
I mean,
It
it's
just
really
did
not that
something weird.
amazing or anything.
I just wanted to get it to run so I could record it and show people what it looks like and whatnot. But oh my God, watch out! What are you doing?
Just running past it. I was so surprised. I'm like, what the fuck?
I like
You
it.
have these models like 100 feet away from the player. It's ridiculous. You know,
They're
and
always
it's kind of.
people are obsessed with that stuff though, and the whole game needs to look amazing. People just get full stupid.
I mean, it's different like on the arcade because it's like a real PC, and you can check like a real graphics card in there and have a decent frame rate. But it's like,
I did not know that.
well, I mean, they could have. Like, I don't really know. Like, it was running fine on my computer, so I don't think that's an issue. But I mean, the other game just,
I like it.
it's just super
like it.
choppy.
Roger
It
that.
really
Enemies
doesn't
here.
need to be super
The enemy's
choppy.
here.
That's kind of why I still want to remake it, because this is like a core issue that you can't really address. Unless you remove like a lot of stuff, I guess. Because like DD, that's kind of how that was.
That map was a lot of fun, excluding the 3 spawn points in deathmatch.
3's enough.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it was all on the one side of the map too.
Same place. What the fuck? It's so ridiculous. What's he got, fucking runner 5?
That guy does have a fast run speed, holy crap. What do you think the first thing that you're gonna update on? That Save MGO t-shirt should come back though. I don't know why you didn't put that back in right away.
I don't know.
Can you even do that with the OFW people?
We could put it in there, yeah, but we'd have to replace the shirt was the only thing. And that's
And
kind of the big issue, is like we have to replace most stuff. You know?
Get rid of the crocodile hat. There you go. There's your replacement.
We can't really get rid of the hat. I mean, it's like a texture swap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it.
People still fall for that. This game is 10 years old. Good job, watch out.
I mean, but that would happen if you rolled over anyway, right? Just with lag.
Yeah, with the stupid lag, people take advantage of that. You shouldn't know, or you should know that by now. That's what I'm saying.
What, you mean like look down there or what? Before
No,
you
don't roll. Throw a grenade.
Oh. I probably would have
Grenade
just
that
rolled.
I always throw a grenade there first because of that shit.
I don't know, this game could just be a lot better.
It could be, but the only person that can improve it is you.
Well, I mean,
I like it.
I think improving it is kind of like, it's a little hard to do. You know what I mean?
Really? If you get rid of all the textures and all the background garbage that's not
Well, I mean,
needed,
that would fix the lag stuff.
that would make the game better, though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other issues, is what I'm saying too.
Yeah, get rid of the character animation. When you roll through a window or something. That's fucking
Yeah, you know, that whole lag thing. Why are we kicking him?
I don't know, I accidentally said yes.
Yeah, me too.
Oh god. Oh god. Last guy's here.
I don't know, I'd like to fix, you know, the frame rate is garbage, the lag is garbage.
How much can you really improve on the lag when this game is clearly using netcode from
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, you know, if I made my own game, that's what I'm talking about.
True.
Because you can't fix that crap.
I'm gonna be 40 by the time you release, like, an early access. That's 10 years, by the way. So...
It's 10 years, by the way.
You got 10 years.
What I want to do is, like... But I'm probably gonna do this really soon, but I want to start my own, like, business selling shit. And then, and then have that be...
Take some pointers from, Hideo Fox and start posting your face on pictures and trying to spell them.
Fuck me.
If anybody bought them, they'd like just walk into oncoming traffic. Well, you could have capitalized on this.
I'm like I'm paying half attention like all the time. It's annoying. What I want to do is have my own business reselling shit, and then I'll use that to, you know, make money and actually like not work every fucking day, you know, for 8 hours.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You know, that's what I want to be at that point where I don't have to fucking slave away every day.
I'm beginning to think that what you're saying, the word that you're looking for is you're yourself being an entrepreneur.
Right.
So you're working for yourself and not for some other
right.
or making some other companies.
I don't want to make someone else fucking money, dude. It's
no, I don't blame you.
Like, you know, I'll be busting my ass for fucking, you know, I don't work that much right now.
Hey, I have a good job, so I can't back away from it. Oh fuck.
Well, I mean, at least me, because, like, you know, I don't make a whole lot of money. Because I'm not doing anything specialized. I probably could, but I just, like, I don't know. I don't really want to, like, do the stuff I'm doing. Like, I don't want to work on a computer, like, for fucking... like 40 hours a week, dude. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't even really have the patience to do that myself.
It's because I think 40 hours is too much.
You know, I kind of thought about it before. I'm like, oh, you know, my dad does that. It's kind of cool. He's, you know, make like 40 hours a day, have fucking headaches all the time, be like so fucking... Are you I mean, sure, yeah, there's like boring and tedious stuff. I mean, pretty much everything you do, there's gonna be that. But I mean, like, I'd rather work on something like I want to work on, you know what I mean? I'd rather do something I want to do. Like, you know, I don't want to work for some, like, shit, like, some shit game either that I don't have any interest in, you know, like, fucking... I don't want to work on... I don't... Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to work for EA or Konami, fucking... Nazis. But, you know, I also don't want to, like, work on some, like, fucking Candy Crush or something, you know? Like,
oh, a nice mobile? Come on, you gotta respect...
Oh, you know what I mean, like... I don't want to work on something like that. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, I want to make my own game and... actually have, like, an influence over the direction and all that.
Here's the thing, though. Usually, when what you're asking for basically is people that usually do that have to put in their time first. And you're saying that you want to do this without working your way to the top. Millennials
well,
these days, man. Millennials.
It's also like if I mean, like, you could work for like your whole life and not even be remotely wealthy. You know what I mean?
Nope. Oh, I know.
That's kind of it too. Like, I want to have like a good amount of money. I don't want to have to work for the rest of my fucking life.
The enemy's here!
But I mean, it's those.
Life
That's
is
like
way too short.
Yeah,
Roger
it's
that.
like two different things that I'm talking about here. Basically, first I want to get to the point where I can kind of do my own thing and have more time in the day and everything. But still be able to live like on my own or whatever. And not have to worry too much about like my paycheck and all that crap. And then after that, you know, I can actually like put in my time to a game or something where I don't need to worry too much about my time. You know, I don't know. But yeah, it's also like if you're working for someone else and you want to make a game, like it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to do it on your own. You know? Like, I still want to make this game or whatever, but there's, like, what I want to do, there's no way, like, going to school for another 2 years or 3 years, and then getting a job, and then working for another fucking, like, 5 years, is even gonna get me to where I want to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh shit. I know I can hear him.
I didn't hear him. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to. I want to make something like I'd like to play. You know what I mean? Like I like playing MGO, but it's like there's so much shit that's still part of this game.
It's a damn shame that this game is so broken, but it's fun.
Yeah.
If you could make a game that was like this, that was good and not broken, it would be the perfect game. But
Right.
the learning curve on this game is what holds it back. MGO1 is worse. I do.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But Konami is garbage, and they do not like to advertise their online games. So.
I just don't fucking
I'm on
understand
the
it.
attack.
Like, why did you bother to make the game but
Don't
not
die on me.
advertise it? You know, that's
I
like...
never saw a commercial at all for MGO. I saw a commercial for MGO4, but not for MGO.
Well, in the US?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I never saw it. Or you know what, I might have seen like, you know, the PS3 commercial and it showed like MGS or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. I've seen like, you know, PS3 commercials. But yeah, I mean like...
Enemy sighted!
It's kind of hard to actually like... I don't know. Like I know in Japan they advertise it, but I don't know if they ever had like an MGO commercial in Japan either, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they did.
I doubt they
Thanks a lot.
did.
I don't know. I didn't even know that they had like 3 different versions of the damn game until like
What do you
found
mean?
out from where they had like 3 different servers.
Oh. I mean, you wouldn't really know that.
then when you see the player count on Japan, you're like, holy shit.
Right.
Like, what a difference.
I don't know, if they actually like tried to make it popular in the US, like they could have made it a little more popular. But they actually have to like work at it and not just like, oh, well let's roll the dice and see if it's popular today. You know? That's what they were doing with MGO3. They were like, alright, let's make it this way and hopefully people will like it and start playing the game. But we're not gonna do anything about it. It just like
and let's completely alienate our actual fans who love it.
Right. Let's get all the people who love their game and want a new game, and let's whip out our dicks and fuck them in the ass.
Pretty much. Don't try and grab him. Oh god, we have another Captain Crunch. Just shoot him.
See, if he shot him, it would have been over. And then he could have shot this dude. I hate it when people try and grab. It's no fucking point.
GP.
Yeah, GP. Yeah, but I mean, like, they didn't even get it right with MGO3. It was alright. It was alright, but it's like way different.
It felt like MGO, but it wasn't MGO.
No, it didn't feel like MGO. It felt like FOB. And the thing I didn't really like.
Garbage.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. I didn't like it at all.
I like the concept, but it was the same thing. Like once everything was, I thought you were going to be able to put everything wherever you wanted it to be and stuff. But it turned out they were already, like the bases were already pre-made, so it was always the same attack and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they made it seem like that. Like it'd be more in depth. But I mean, they just don't fucking advertise the game. It's like it's a big game. It really is. Like MGS, it's a big series.
It is.
Even in the US, like people play MGS. It's not like people only play it in Japan, but they don't bother to advertise or anything. And it's like their fault, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know it's their fault. And I think the problem is that a lot of people is looking for like the next PUBG, or they're looking for something to get popular just by sheer accident.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, that's what they were hoping for, you know? Let's just hope it gets popular and people play the game, and we can release half-ass expansion packs. You know?
I think this game would have still been around if they would have started adding microtransactions.
Oh hell yeah! This game would fucking
this
be around.
This game would make a killing.
I mean, I don't know if it. I mean, if they remade it or something and put microtransactions, it'd definitely be around. But I mean, like, this game's really old though. Is kind of the problem. It's like it's 10 years almost. I still find that pretty crazy. Like, this is an old ass game, honestly. Like, they don't. PS3's discontinued. I don't think Sony really cares about CFW anymore because it stopped updating. Yeah,
they still do the occasional update or whatever, but now
I mean,
there's an exploit on the newest firmware.
Right, and it's been around for a few months. Yeah, I don't know. It's also like you can't really play this game. It's not that accessible. It used to be less accessible for FW. But I mean, it's still kind of like, oh, you need a PS3, you need the MGS4.
Oh!
What's up? That's you?
He just pulled me from like 7 feet away. Like this map right here, I bet you is running at about 24 frames right now. Just by having you just stand there and just sit.
I mean, I'm sure you could like count the frames and everything too. But I mean, that's kind of it's kind of tricky because like, you know, you'd be recording it through something, but that wouldn't be exactly, you know, there's some lag in there and everything, and it waits for the frame or whatever, so it's kind of hard to tell how fast it's really running. I don't know. This game's old. That's it.
There's only so much you can improve on it. But...
Right. Like, you know, we can add new map folders. I don't know if we can really add the stages in the menus. You know, stuff like that.
I always wanted to add a new game mode.
Yeah, we can't do that, you know. That's just not something
I wish. One game mode I always wanted was something like Medic.
The enemy's here! The enemy's here! The enemy's here! The enemy's here!
Fuck off.
He missed every bullet.
This tornado guy, man, he's fucking...
Oh my god. Dude, the dude's fucking sleeping on the floor and he's missing. He needs to chill out.
He's got Parkinson's. Yeah.
It's not even Parkinson's, it's like he looks in the general direction, then he just starts shooting. His gun's flying everywhere. But yeah, it really just comes down to, like, there's only so much you can improve. That's kind of the problem I have, like, with investing a lot of time into the game.
No, I can't, you know, I don't really blame you, because I understand, like, only so much you can do with this particular game.
Enemy spotted!
And that's kind of like any game too, like, if you're modding a game, there's really only so much you can do. But, you know, before Konami tries and shut you down, which they probably could have done. I mean, well, they could have done.
I don't know why they haven't.
They haven't. I don't know why they haven't either. But, you know, they could still probably do it.
I think it's because we're too small, so they just don't care.
I mean, it's not like we're making money either. It's not really a threat to anything. I thought it might have been a problem eventually, because, ooh, you know, like obviously people stopped playing MGO3 to play this.
If they close that, I bet you our numbers will increase.
I'm sure it will.
There's about, I'd say, probably about 600-700 people that play that still. Ooh, one more. He's throwing an aid.
Oh, I thought it went through the box.
Show everybody those hacks.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Just had to wait for him to stop. I don't know, dude. It's like games these days are like a lot different.
Would you use the Unreal Engine to make your game?
Yeah, probably.
Seems like everybody's making that. How close would it to be to being this game and the way Project Foxhound or Project Fox feels? Not Foxhound.
His game feels pretty good.
It's actually not bad.
But last time I played it, there were still some issues. Like, it just doesn't feel like as crisp as it could, you know? I see the movement of this game is like really good. That's something I really like about the game is the movement.
Me too.
I think the camera's decent. I really like the MGO3 camera. Other than the fact that it's like not centered, you know what I mean?
The problem with that camera is that there was like the character was stupid. Character movement.
Right.
Character movement wasn't as good. Like if you imagine that camera with this game or with this character. Like that camera,
This what I'm thinking of, like
it would look amazing.
those two together.
Or work well together.
Why'd everyone leave?
I really hated the sprinting. I really hate the sprinting.
Yeah, sprinting is weird to do right. I think you can. The problem is like you can run way too much, and like, why is everyone fucking leaving?
I don't know.
See, I hate this. Like, one person leaves and everyone else decides they're gonna bounce.
You idiot! Why do you have to be so reckless?
I really didn't think that. I really thought that this server was going to be a little bit more popular, but a lot of people just don't want to go through the bullshit.
It's not even a lot of bullshit now. Like, now just people being pretty lazy. You know,
I don't want to lose all my games, and so back it up and
no,
then do.
it's not even that. It's also like, I just don't want to like. I remember people saying like, you know, I have to get the disc for the game. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't want to, if you're complaining about some like the way it's set up now, like you don't want to play the game. You just don't want to play it. You know, don't lie to
having
yourself.
a good old-fashioned keeping your games.
Yeah, I don't know.
People say I need to get the disc. Did you play MGO2 before? Yes. Why did you get rid of it? MGS4 is still a great game.
Yeah, I don't get why. You know, I don't really sell my games either, so I don't understand why people do that. But
I sell my sports games and stuff like that.
That's different,
like Call of Duties and stuff because those are so mass-produced.
right, those.
You can go get Call of Duty for PS3 right now if you wanted to, even though that game came out in 2007.
I mean, the difference is like those games. Like, you know, I don't know about Call of Duty, but the sports games for sure. It's like they kind of only last a while anyway. You know what I mean? Like those sports games only really meant to last a year.
Konami sent me a free copy of Pro Evolution Soccer.
And you're never gonna touch it, are you?
Nope.
You could give it away at least.
I could, but that's actually true. I have a lot of European. I don't know. He just sent it to me. Pro Evolution Soccer.
Here's your address?
Yeah.
He doesn't have my address.
Not the first time. When was the last time you talked to him? Dude, I plan on getting Metal Gear Solid
Fucking
Survive.
2 years ago, dude.
Metal Gear Survive.
I talked to him probably 2 years ago.
I'm surprised he didn't be like, yo, close your game right now, I'm gonna cut you.
No, he's pretty cool. He's like,
No, Ben's a good guy, I like him.
yeah, he's like, I haven't heard anything, so.
It's nice to be able to have some contact with at least somebody.
Yeah, even though he's not like anywhere
He's
near
not a big
like.
wig.
He's what?
He's not a big wig, but
Right.
at
He
least
could maybe mention something to somebody, you know, at least that's like farther than like customer support.
tell him to hack into the server and give us all the files and all the packet data for Metal Gear Solid.
Hey Ben, could you
Gen
hack
2.
the server, please? Thanks.
Can you give us absolutely everything you have on MGS2 and how it works? Or, that'd be amazing.
you shouldn't have sprayed. He's on your right. Look right, dude. Okay.
I know where he is.
Oh, you're pretending to shoot in the wrong place or what? I really hate the AK.
He's got Air Zero on.
Grab him, dude. Grab him. Scan his ass.
He's gonna shoot me. He's gonna win the fight.
Yeah, I don't know, like, the AK's not satisfying to shoot, at least for me. I guess the fact is, like, it feels so, like, wimpy, you know what I mean?
I like the fact, I like it when I don't have an assault rifle skill on. Like right now, I can use it.
I think, yeah, it kind of acts the same way.
But when I have AR 2, can't hit a I don't know why.
I guess it's because, like, you're expecting
you should
it.
mess with the grabbing point system. Make the M4 cost $3,500 and make the G3, like, just screw around with it.
We might be able to do that, but
this
I'm
is the
not
M4
exactly sure.
server. It'd be so freaking awesome to see other guns being used all the time. Or non-grabbing points game, you make it the XMA.
I'm sure he was behind the wall that time. He's probably
what? How? You're minus in second?
You didn't do shit.
I'm in second.
Everyone's like half your level or something. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't really know how far how in depth I'm gonna get into the game. I guess, like, you know, the like having EE and you know, that stuff. That's
DD
like some,
and LL.
right?
That's all I want. DD and LL.
That's something we could probably do fairly quick and without too much crazy work. But I mean, this update stuff is getting pretty in depth so far. So I might.
Can you do anything to the PlayStation yet, or like, are you just writing something to try and get it to go?
No, I mean, like, I have it to the point where it's like, okay, there's an update, let's download it. It downloads the release notes and one of the patch files, but then it checks the patch file. And basically, like, I'm just trying to figure out what the patch file is supposed to look like. And that's, like, the big problem is.
Oh, so you're playing a game called Trial and Error.
Right, basically.
Recipes.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, we don't have the old backups, or the old patch files. And I'm pretty sure even if we did, they'd probably be useless because I'm probably gonna get scanned. They'd probably be useless because they send the encryption key over, like on the page. So unless someone for some reason managed to save the page with the key on it, then we can't really decrypt it either. So.
Oh shit. I'm about to eat a double minus for this one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I kind of just want to do Team Snake, but I don't know. I'm probably going to bed soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11,
I wanted to do Team Snake.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone would join even if we made one though.
Not anymore. You're playing on a Tuesday morning. I know. That wouldn't really help.
Yeah, at least back then, like, I remember remember fucking one day, like, my brother was playing, I'm like... He was playing until like 10 o'clock or something. And he's like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna play a little bit. And I fucking played TeamSpeak until like 6 in the morning.
Yep. You could back then, but you can't now. Like, for whatever reason, we didn't get as many Brazilians and people from Argentina and Mexico as I thought we would, because that's who was on at that time. There was always a room of TDM and...
I mean, there could just also... You know, I remember talking to people in that room, you know, and some of them were saying, yeah, it's like fucking 6 a.m. over here too, or whatever, you know.
Just all grown up.
You know, I don't know. I mean, like...
Gotcha.
You know, they were just playing late too. Oh, I can't shoot through you. What?
Gigahertz! Oh!
You idiot! Why'd you idiot!
I didn't expect him to flinch.
What? You idiot!
Yeah, that's
Why'd
pretty
you have to be
BS.
so
I'm like, oh
reckless?
shit.
You should get rid of that.
Why'd you have to be
Yeah,
so
that is
reckless?
really...
You idiot!
I mean, if
Why'd you
you're...
have to be so reckless?
I think the flinch is okay, like from, you know, fucking 20 feet away. You know, I think it makes sense. But not when you're 2 feet away from them. Come on.
I know, that's why you should get rid of it. Oh god. No,
Oh, rest in peace. That was quick.
let's get that quick.
But yeah, I mean, like, you know, people will probably do that now, but I mean, it's not gonna be a room of 10 people doing that, you know. Because it's just like the fact that there's just a lot less people. Yeah, that's kind of the problem too, is like there's not a lot of people play the game. And there's not really much we can do about that. It's already like easy enough to play.
But the funniest thing that I heard is that I don't know if you remember the guy.
But I need to get a
Reddit,
USB or something, right?
No. He's like, I'm not going to because you don't unlock the skills like you used to.
Oh yeah, that dude is.
You remember that guy?
Fuck me. It was
that
like.
guy was such a tool.
But if he was like, but if oh man, it's like I can't even think of what I'm just trying to say, but he's like, but if everyone has to unlock their skills, then it'll make the game more even. And I'm like, that's exactly the opposite of what it's gonna do, because it's gonna, the noobs that don't have time to play aren't gonna have all the skills. They're gonna have to grind for the skills, and then all the pros are gonna have all the skills. You know what I mean? Because they're just playing more. So it actually doesn't solve any problem.
He's just an idiot.
Like, I don't know about you, but like one of the first things I did was grinding all my skills.
Yes. Ah! Oh. Both are there.
Where was the other guy?
He was there too.
Well, where is he? I don't see him.
He's by the van.
In the back? Why is he back there? See, I really hate this because it's like we're just standing around for fucking 2 minutes and nothing's happening.
That's why I only make my rounds 3 minutes, not like...
Well, yeah, no, that's good that you do that. But still, it's like, you know, just us. Basically 2v2.
It's even worse when you go... What the hell is this guy doing? It's even worse when you play team teaming. You get that one guy that will just lay down in the middle of the map and do nothing for 3 minutes.
Yeah. And then the last 30 seconds or something, he gets a little closer, but he doesn't do anything.
Yep.
because he wants to beat his level. You know, it's so dumb. Like, people don't try and win. I think that's another problem with the game. Is like it's kind of too easy to like not care. I guess you know what I mean.
Nobody cares about you, Bears. I just we have a rescue up with you, and
no.
You care?
I think everyone stopped playing Res today.
Good. Okay.
Because we whooped everyone.
That's taking a long time to load.
Oh my god, dude.
There's a teams.
Yeah, the page takes a long time to load.
Hey, you know that question marks, all question marks there in this game list? In MGO2R?
Yeah?
With the weird, what the hell is that?
Oh, that
is
name?
That a person?
I think that's someone's name.
Because I try to do, I try to look at the player list, and it says I can't. And that room's been up for, like, those 3 rooms, and NA have been up for like a week. They haven't moved.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with them.
Split, box 3, CQC, rush, red pig. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the rules are ridiculous sometimes.
Oh, he's hugging the wall. On the left, reloading. He's moving away. Oh, I saw the names.
This is like such. You know, when you put the goggles on, the frame rate is so good. It's pretty crazy.
Because it blames all the colors. It actually runs at 30 frames.
Right.
There you go. Put the game in PNVGs for everyone.
I mean, this actually feels like this might be over 30 too. This is pretty smooth. It really is. Like, this could be like 50 almost. Like, the camera moves so fast too. It's pretty funny.
SOCOM Confrontation Revival is not gonna happen. I'm telling you that right now.
Someone say
the guy who was working on it is gonna. Yeah, somebody's asking about it. Because I've said in the past that you were giving files, but you're not working on it, because if they tuned into the stream early enough, they realize that you do not want to get sucked into working on that shit.
It's great. Fuck. Someone's outside the door.
Air Zero makes me feel sad. This guy went towards base 2. He's behind you. Yeah. Base 2, or the middle base.
I don't know where the bases are.
Right there.
Oh, that's base 2.
That was base 1 where he was standing when he killed you.
Oh, isn't that base 3 in the middle?
Oh, by the way, if Dickhead Fox decides to buy another PlayStation, if you figure it out, are you gonna ban him again?
Yeah?
Because I said I didn't say anything. I wanted to say no, and then have him buy one and then ban it. Just because, you know, out of all the times he said, "Oh, I'm not gonna glitch anymore. I'm not gonna glitch anymore." 2 days later, we get another video. Like, dude, you couldn't even make it a week.
I wouldn't say anything about it. And he doesn't talk to me because he knows I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Well, he was messaging Game because Game would always take his side.
Well, kinda, yeah.
Annoying.
He was kinda like, he was bringing up a good point. He was saying that we should kind of treat everyone like the same. You know what I mean?
How can you treat somebody the same with that track record? Get your hurts behind you. Oh,
there's someone else. I didn't notice that.
How can you treat somebody the same with a track record that he had, especially when
he was basically saying, well, it's not hurting anyone, so it's not really that much of an issue, and I kind of agree with that some of the time, but it's also like he shouldn't be fucking around in rooms that he's not hosting, right?
Because he couldn't host.
You know, yeah. Oh, he couldn't host?
No, he couldn't figure it out. I helped him and he got it working, and then it stopped working, and I wasn't willing to sit down.
You know, that's kind of also like, well, get someone else to host for you. It's not really like, you don't have the right to just mess around because you can't host. You know? But yeah, he got too many chances. Just ridiculous. But yeah, games these days are like way different. This really isn't anything close. What's that?
It's always gonna be like that. What if you took like something like MGO3's code and tried to improve that?
Well, no. I mean, like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just make a new game. It's kind of how I feel. Like, if you're gonna work on figuring out the fucking patch crap for, you know, the next 4 years of your life, you might as well just make a new game.
I guess that's true.
Someone's on the left. Oh my god, I missed.
Whoa!
What? What was that?
What the fuck?
Did you die too?
Dude, my body went flying. I'm glad I'm streaming. What the hell?
Let me see that. That's the weirdest.
What the?
Did Joker kill anybody? Like, did he actually shoot somebody? Where's your stream? YouTube.
Get in there. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I want to see that again.
Who shot you? Lion?
Lion.
Did he just join?
He's been here for a while. Yeah. Holy crap. That was
okay.
questionable.
Well, that also that looked different on my screen too. It's like
that was questionable.
What happened on my screen was I was shooting him. He didn't hit me, but I died anyway. I just dropped to the floor, and then I just heard you died like at the same time. Like, and I didn't see anything in the feed, so that was really weird.
Edward's
it's like everyone it's like our team just dropped, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You need the bloods. I don't know what the hell that was, but that was interesting. Oh, MGO.
Go, go, go! Go get him!
But yeah, this game's just a lot different than pretty much anything you're gonna find. And I think that's cool, but it also like it's kind of too much sometimes, you know what I mean? Like all the options you can change and every room's like way different. I think it's okay for like the most part, but it's kind of shitty sometimes. Like, you know, you come into a TeamSpeak room, but mags are off, and fucking nades are off, and stuns are off, and smokes are off.
I hate the fact that you can turn all that shit off.
I know
It's annoying.
it's like it's not consistent. I think that's kind of a problem with the game. Is
I think if you want to modify things, you shouldn't be able to have stats on.
that'd be really interesting.
Because
Yeah, no, yeah,
people
yeah,
with auto aim, like, you should have to play the game normally if you want the stats to be on. Because you're essentially making the game easier for yourself.
Right, right.
I don't care what anybody says. Oh, auto aim makes you new. It's a part of the game.
Yeah, it really is.
I hate that argument. Auto aim is a newbie thing.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
No, people say that about every game though. They really do. Like people say, oh, this character's overpowered in this game. Well, it's just kind of like, well, then use him or learn how to play against him. You know. It's just for people that like don't want to think about what they're doing. It's like, you know, if A is off, then people don't have to worry about them using a Mark 23 and A-ing them down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Make the game easier for themselves.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, that, you know, people just make the game how they want it to be for them.
No rush rule. Gotta love that one.
That's so shit.
Guard's the target.
So shit. I know, it's like not that hard. I think the game is so boring when you do shit like that, you know? Oh, you can't rush. Well, you want me to just kill the whole team then? You know, it's just...
And yet they call themselves pro team sneakers. But you have to make the rules to make it easy for yourself, so you don't have to watch the fucking gigahertz. You're gonna die.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that hit me!
Oh shit.
That guy got slapped. Going.
No rush, Jen, no rush. Oh.
You're only allowed to rush with 1 minute left.
Oh, I hate those kind of rules. Like
1 minute with one character left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So those team sneaking rooms, I just love to just sit there and read what they say, cause they're so.
Those rooms are the worst. Like they really are. Like I used to just play them because I like TeamSpeak, you know, kind of whatever.
Me too.
Unless they had some BS rules, like I don't know. I think I used to put up with like the no rushing stuff.
Upstairs.
No, he's downstairs.
There's a guy upstairs too. You're gonna die.
Yeah. I just gave
Stay far enough away from the shield where he goes and
no, yeah, I mean, I just
shoot him.
I just kind of gave up at that point. Honestly, I'm not even really. I don't really care what's going on here. But yes,
no CQC box 3, slit, rush, no red ping, asked to kick 2 times, if not kicked, end and blocklisted. No touching the target and until the last 3 minutes. Person. These are real. This is a real game. I'm looking at
it's just one game.
One game. Team Sneak Uni.
Oh my god. That is absolutely ridiculous.
There's some in Japan. There's some Japan players, but will kick you if you scan. I know this because I've had it happen.
I mean, scanning kind of does ruin. I mean, I kind of understand scanning. I mean,
I played a team seeking game in the Japanese room. They told me that I would. Uh-oh.
I understand why they don't want people scanning, and that's kind of because, like, if you get scanned, like, the whole game's kind of ruined. You know what I mean? Like, if the sneaky king does...
They also told me that I wasn't allowed to steal guns because I stole a gun and killed 4 people.
That's kind of ridiculous. Wow, how the fuck did he get shot? What the fuck? This dude's laggy. Just straight up.
Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you it's legendary. That guy does some questionable stuff. Oh, this is Walter. That fucking laggy bitch. He's a glitcher.
Yeah, that's something else too, is like, you can get away with all this like lag and bullshit and everything. Who joined?
Dio.
Yeah, no, you can do all this stupid lag stuff, and Konami never really fixed it.
I don't think they really can. I just think the game is just.
They
not
could
built
have. I mean, they could have came up with something, like if you're lagging super hard, then just disconnect your ass or teleport you back to where you were before you.
See, they were doing that. They were doing that, but then other people that had shit internet.
No, it's because the game was so shitty that like it was happening all the time in normal circumstances. You know what I mean?
Okay, what happened?
Ooh. Oh, hurts! Talk about being robbed.
What happened? What do you want?
Yeah, that's pretty bad too, like you can just roll up and shoot it, unload like half a clip and they don't even see you.
Shoot that guy in.
Yeah, but I mean, they really could have done something about it. You know, not just say...
Nothing here, I just said that we were in a chat so you could maybe bug me because he doesn't get in chats very often, so... I know, I interrupted you while you were watching your friggin' hentai. Whatever, you don't sleep, get out of here.
How did you know I was watching hentai?
Because that's what I would do.
Does your wife know this?
Yes.
She's the one that picks them out.
Pretty much. As long as I leave her alone, she's alright. She's not worried about it. Her answer seriously would be, as long as this doesn't start something that I have to deal with.
as long as I don't need to grow tentacles.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
There's 3 of them in glass room. Let's just ambush them.
I've already said SOCON confrontation is not coming. I answered that question. I don't know how many times. Do I need to draw you a fucking diagram? Damn.
Wait, you're streaming?
Yes! Of course, Gigahertz is like free friggin' like publicity. Of course I'm gonna put that in the stream. Especially when if he changed his Discord name, then people would be like, no, you're lying.
There's no face cam in this. I'm not watching this.
Do the little tiny circle one. Can you do a small one or whatever?
If you look at Jen's face cam, like in the room behind him, you can see like posters of Sailor Moon and shit.
Okay, pal.
Why is Yoga just standing around?
Who made that border on your YouTube?
My wife did.
Bro, dude, he came... he came back to the game, like, right as a gold. It's ridiculous. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, games these days are way different. You know, they don't let you customize...
how many times you repeated that?
I've repeated so much stuff.
Especially that one.
Because I keep losing track of what I'm saying.
I heard that shit.
Yeah, games these days...
Take the level... You know what? Take the level limit away. You should do that.
I don't think it's really good to have.
I don't think it is either. It's really just... Like, I couldn't join that fucking game because it was 11 plus 3... or 11 plus 1. Like, what the hell is the point of doing 11 plus 1?
Didn't he host a mix the other day and it was like 6 plus 3?
What the fuck are you fucking... I hate the shoulder switch.
No problem.
Shit.
Holy crap, more. This is another thing, when there's nothing left and all you gotta deal with is ASAs, it's not even worth playing because they're almost fucking bad.
Yeah, but any game these days isn't gonna have like a... I don't think any other game... I don't know. Like the level system is so shit. I don't know why they came up with it.
I like it.
Don't they have it in Overwatch and Counter-Strike?
No, that's like ELO. It's different because it's like...
Thing.
Well, no, this... I guess the difference is, with those games, you really don't see, your actual level, you know what I mean? You see, like, a rank or something.
So
Survival, there's everybody's ELO.
I think the GP was different. The GP was kind of like... I don't know, the GP's like, you could just boost it. But you could also boost ELO, sort of. But it's more of like who you're facing.
Well, yeah, when you have rejects like Yenter and Storm.
You have to buy a lot of PS3s.
My friends, guys, go into Shaggleheart and then lose my GC.
Whose voice is that?
Storms?
Has the Mark 17 always been 2000?
What?
The Mark 17? Has it always been 2000?
The older versions, it was 3000.
Oh, okay.
They tried to... I said that you should probably just change the M4 to, like, something different.
I think if it was, like, 2500, it'd probably...
It'd still be used a lot, but...
A little less.
The XM8 is kinda broken, so... I can see why that one's 3500. But the G3 has no reason to be up there.
It used to.
A lot of these guns, like, just aren't good.
Yeah.
No one wants to use them. Oh my fucking god, dude. I mean, the difference with like Overwatch and stuff is like you get this rank that
was awesome.
It only changes like a certain number of games, but it's like a super long-term thing. I think that's the big difference. You know what I mean? Because the levels are like so short-term. Like you could be level 12, you could be playing for an hour, and you're fucking level 8 or something. It's
okay,
really not.
Well, you gotta suck really bad to drop that quickly.
Okay, 17. 17, you know, an hour later you're 15. That could happen.
If it was the case, people would already be that high already. People are the highest level. I think is 15 right now at this point.
Yeah.
And you really need to give new accounts a boost because this level of restriction is really starting to get annoying for.
I think we should just get rid of the level restrictions. Honestly, I don't think it's like necessary. You just don't want to lose your like imaginary level. It's so ridiculous.
I don't find it that bad. Maybe you should just remove 1, 2, and 3.
What do you mean? Make it 4, 5, 6 or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the level? Just get rid of level 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, like the restriction.
Oh, +1, +2, +3.
Yeah, just get rid of that. That'll improve the game quite a bit. Oh. That guy, I swear to God, he's freezing.
You have missed like shots.
That lion guy, he's got a full ping, but he's doing some questionable shit.
I know he's full ping, but he's still like lagging really weird.
The guy in the tower Jen shot at like 10 times. He's Neo from the Matrix.
Oh yeah, I couldn't hit him. I don't know why.
Anyway, it's just not about like the levels and stuff. It's about like the actual gameplay. You know, you don't.
Problem is, see, I like the fact that I have my level because it feels like I have something to work towards. That's why I like it. But putting the level restriction on there, especially like, I mentioned this before, but I really had a problem with that 11 + 1. Like, you're only allowing 10, 11, and 12s get in the room.
Yeah.
It's stupid. What are you doing?
It's like, oh, I don't want to lose my level or whatever. I don't
For
know.
whatever reason, this team sneaking guys are really, really bad. They're probably the worst. Have you ever
Wait,
played?
I mean, like the worst players? Like,
oh no, for caring
like
about their
levels?
level? Oh, they're fucking angry. They're angry people.
what, they care
I
about
like
their
to play
levels? Is that
team,
what
so I go. Oh yeah, they care about their levels so much. They're angry folk. I'll tell you that.
Dude, I play TeamSync all the time. I never give a fuck about my level.
They do.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, by the way, there's another person with the account of Gigahertz Gangster. You might want to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think,
You need to restrict your name from being.
no, I need to make it so that the GM names, I need to make it. Oh, I got scanned.
Oh man.
I need to make it so like the GM names, like you can't make the same name with like someone who has a GM name or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't make a Skylar if there's someone named GM Skylar or something, you know? Or I could just make the name Skylar and then just add the GM. As long as you guys don't make like a, 14 character name or something.
Don't plan on it.
Yeah. I mean, I might just do that, honestly. Because it's a little easier to work with. But,
How did you not hit him? Dude?
Yeah, like these days, you can kind of just like pop into a game and kind of expect the same thing. But over here it's like, alright, let me hop on, let me see if there's any rooms I actually want to play. And then let's see if the host rules aren't ridiculous. You know, that kind of stuff. It's like too much. It's too much work to actually like get a decent game going. You know what I mean? All the options make it a little like too easy for the games to be shit. I don't know. Like, what do you think, Matt, about having all these host options?
Kill MGO2 and bring back MGO1.
No, MGO1 had host options too.
Not as bad as this.
It didn't have nearly as much, did it? I really don't remember.
I mean, personally, I have no idea what the context is on this. Like, I just joined, but
right.
I mean, I would lean towards letting the players choose to create the games they want to play. Apparently, I mean, that's been causing issues. I don't know what the issues are. I can't really comment.
I mean, it doesn't really have it. It's kind of like the host decides, oh, you know, you can't use these skills or these weapons or this stuff, right? So basically, you're playing how the host wants you to play, so they can get their level up or whatever, or
make
just,
it easier.
Yeah, just so is that like using certain skills or not? Is that actually done like controlled in game, or is that the host kicking people?
I mean, they'll just kick you, right? But
I think once you
there's a lot of dumb stuff like the weapon restrictions that are kind of, I don't know. I don't know about the weapon restrictions.
I think once you mod something, you shouldn't be allowed to gain level. Like, it makes the game non-stat automatically.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. But then we have to have like
cool.
defined rule sets or something.
Oh, that's easy. I could do that. Just take off like team kill kick and stuff like that, and turn off friendly fire because people will bitch and complain about that. Like, there's certain things that you should be allowed to choose, like having friendly fire on and off. Like, that should be allowed to be modified because the Japanese like to play with it on, and North Americas and EUs like to play it with it off. So.
I mean, I kind of just like the games to be more consistent is all. Instead of sifting through the... Oh, someone's on your left too.
I
know. Instead of sifting through all the ridiculous... Oh, you can't use this skill and this skill and this skill, and you can't rush or touch the target or anything.
It didn't glitch me that time.
Don't play the objective, just play unless
Oh god.
And that's the problem. Yeah. Don't slit, don't rush the target, don't do it unless there's
I mean, you know, other games don't have this issue because they don't let you really set anything.
Don't use CEX. Oh, my favorite one? Don't allow, you're not allowed to have more than one person with quick recovery 3 on.
Go!
That one makes me laugh. Like, that's pathetic.
I mean, why not just say no QR, honestly?
Just disable the skills.
Yeah, but yeah, like in Overwatch, you know, if you make a custom game, it's not like it counts towards anything.
Doesn't, yeah, it's just a straight up custom game. That's why I think.
So, you know, you can screw around. I think that's fine if you want to screw around and do whatever. I think that's okay. But you know, if you want to actually play like a serious game, I don't think you should really be able to allowed to choose. This is so stupid. I'm gonna put on 6 Sense just for this guy.
That's why I have 6 Sense on.
It's not even that. It's like I'm not even paying attention. That's the problem here. I don't even really care what I'm doing.
That was awesome.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like, you know, in Overwatch, it's like super simple. You know, this is what you're doing.
What?
You missed or what?
How?
There's someone on your right too. On the right of the tower, he's looking at you. He's gonna pop out quick.
That guy is a god.
Were we I think we were scanned because he knew where I was.
Well, he knew you were up there anyway. Yeah, that's kind of the difference, right? I think Call of Duty is like pretty simple too. I don't know if there's custom games in Call of Duty.
Oh, there you have a lot of custom games, but once again, you can't level up.
Okay, maybe that's like
Although,
the solution.
No, you can't level up in Call of Duty like that. Not even your regular one to unlock guns for free battle and stuff. You can't level up, not at all.
Yeah, that might be like the solution. But it's like, you know, in those games, you can just hop on and expect for the game to play the same, you know? I think that's a good thing.
Hey there! Good luck! Clear!
Can you just
I'm nowhere near him!
What else was I going to talk about? I think the maps could definitely be improved. I know Storm was talking about like you know the window in MM in on the third floor.
Yeah.
The one that isn't open, but it's open on single player. That one.
Yeah.
He was saying, you know, what if we open that up? You know, just you know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be cool. It would definitely change how like the map would be played too. You know, so it'd be kind of interesting to see like how stuff like that would change the gameplay and how, you know, how people would play on the map.
I'd like to modify some of the fucking race goals. I'll tell you that much.
Take everything out of the building.
Race, I think, is like such a like
It is the dumbest game
afterthought.
mode in this game.
It's like such an afterthought.
Some people love it, but it is so dumb the way the goals are set up
It's not a
behind
good
you.
mode. Someone's here, yeah. But dude, a lot of these modes are just like they just threw them in there, you know. I don't think
Love base, love capture. Even though I think the capture from MGO1 is better, but
capture.
I like how you put it in the goal. Where you put it in the goal and you just had to guard it. You didn't have to stand in the goddamn goal and get grenaded like a reject.
Oh, okay.
And then all you had to do was roll into the goal to
Is that base?
No,
Just play more mix.
Hey girls, what the hell is wrong with you?
Capture.
You need to play the other game modes because you don't know what the fuck.
Oh yeah, the mode where you have toughness 3 on, right?
I guess.
That's what I do. Yeah. No. That's. I think staying in the goal is pretty stupid. Because I mean,
I know.
that just means everyone nades you or whatever.
They even realized they fucked up because in Peace Walker they put the old cap back in.
And they made base better.
Isn't
Yes, they did.
MGO3 has TDM and
base.
base.
Their shitty version of team sneaking.
Oh,
and
team sneaking. That's it. That's three modes, right?
And the bomb
they
one.
have sabotage.
Oh, they put that in after, right? Yeah, they put that in after. No, that was a bad mode though.
Yes, it was.
It was
It's
like
like-
way too complicated.
It's like bomb, but worse.
I know it's bomb, but you can stop everything from happening. So it's like, why even bother doing this?
like that you could take the spawn and Peach Walker and it wins the whole game right away.
That's funny. Like the enemy spawn?
Yeah, in base you could capture their spawn, and without taking any of the other bases, and you automatically win the match if you do that.
Yeah, but it was very hard to take that. It took a while.
So you have to start magging them, then they get very angry.
That's still pretty funny though. But yeah, that's kind of.
This is the one problem with playing without friendly fire, because they can do stupid shit like this. Put a shield on the asshole and just run around with satchels. So dumb. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I like friendly fire. I think friendly fire is fine. You know.
The problem is that you get dickheads who do nothing but team kill, and I would like to ban them, but some people just try to get one up on each other and try to report people, and then we have to deal with children.
No, team kills are reported, or should be reported in stats. I haven't gotten around that.
Oh yeah, we could probably
off on that. But you could see a person who frequently team kills versus someone who gets one or two, like accidentally.
Yeah, that's.
I forgot you were here. He didn't say anything for the longest time.
He said in chat.
I just enjoy listening to your voices.
I don't know if I should be.
Well, Matt, do you play any other games?
He freaked out. Like online games?
Yeah, I guess.
Not really.
Is it just like you haven't bothered playing anything else, or you don't like anything else?
More just I haven't bothered. I just don't play a lot of games. Like, I mean, I watch some streamers playing other games and stuff, but I don't actually play much on my own.
Right.
But go back to the old capture thing. Like, they knew that they fucked up when they made capture in MGO2, because MGO1's capture was so much better. And the fact that they added 2 targets is dumb. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I really don't like that whole reset thing.
It made it whole chaotic, even more chaotic and stuff. Like MGO1's capture was just, mwah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Best game mode.
Go, go, go!
What were you saying?
Loved it so much.
Peace Walker has 2 goals or 2 targets or 1 target.
1 target. It was the little bird thing.
Oh, so they went back to 1 target. Oh, damn.
Yeah, they went back to 1 target and you placed it in the goal.
Yeah, I don't think that could be fixed.
Yeah, I really don't like that whole, like, you know, little mini game, you know, about target management and everything. Oh, I better take this out because, you know, the other team's close to the goal. So, yeah, I mean, like, that kind of defeats the purpose.
And then the whole team gets pissed off when it gets reset and tries to kick the guy on the goal.
It's like, that really shouldn't be part of it, you know? I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
The enemy's here!
The way they got yelled at and then they changed to the next game.
Oh, that was fast.
What do you think if Bomb was a 1 life game mode instead of respawn?
Yeah, I think that's like a big problem. Like, Bomb is not a good mode. I was gonna mention that.
No, it's not. I don't like it either. The point system's weird.
Like, the Bomb and Counter-Strike, I think that's a really good mode. If they had Counter-Strike Bomb in here, I think it'd be good.
Talking about Demolition?
Yeah, Demolition, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I think that's what they were aiming for, but
I think maybe they were afraid of
out
getting a little too close to it or something, you know what I mean?
maybe.
But,
you know, and they were trying to work out all these, like, little gimmicks, like, oh, you know, let's use a spray thing from MGS2. You know?
well, that was like a good idea. Come on.
It was a good idea.
Well, I mean... Well... I mean, sure, I mean, instead of, like, you know, defusing the bomb like a Counter-Strike, you could spray it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't like how everyone, like, can stack it, and then it goes away in, like, a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think about making it, a one-life game mode instead?
I think that'd be way better. Because it actually forced people to play, like...
There would not be that much rushing anymore. That would be another camp mode.
You know, I think it
would definitely change the game, though.
I think, it would actually make it a little too close to res. I think that's kind of a problem. You know what I mean?
I know, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
It would be really close to res because it's one life. I think people would kind of TDM it is kind of the issue. They wouldn't worry about the target too much. But I mean, you know.
Well, no, in this community, you're not allowed to plant the bomb.
No problem.
Why would they even post it, though?
Dude. I'm so tired of this
Ugly.
lag crap. This is why I don't play this game.
What do you think about
You
got KSAs in this room, and I don't care.
What?
I don't think so.
What?
What did Dio say?
That was Matt.
I thought you were saying something too.
I know, but the big boss started talking, so I shut up.
Okay, what did you say, Matt?
All I said was LAN only, suggesting that as an option for the game. No more servers. Well, only running servers locally within your own network. That way you won't have the lag.
Actually, you still do have the lag. There's still
Not
weird...
as much.
Oh yeah, not as much. But I mean, there's still really weird stuff that happens on LAN.
Fine. Single player only.
There we go. Like the way it was meant to be played. What were you saying though, Dio?
What do you think about disabling all the skills on every character so that everybody's forced to be equal?
No, for the love of God, give me Runner 2. Everybody gets Runner 2.
And CQC, just give everybody like a set skill set.
Give everybody Liquid's skill set.
Everybody gets randomly assigned skills at the beginning of every week.
I actually kind of liked the class idea because it kind of simplified the skills in MGO3, right?
I hated it.
But,
I hated it, and I don't like you for saying that.
No. I mean, like it was okay. Like
this is the worst part of that game. This isn't Destiny or Battlefield. This is MGO. To be fair, I like the way MGO1 worked because nobody had any skills. It was, I guess,
it was more skill based.
Was kind of, I guess MGO1 was more skill based, and it was
it was skill based instead of skill based.
Oh, stop!
That's so bullshit. I hate that roll.
We've got trouble.
Rolling over the stairs in CC. The wall. I mean.
Oh, go on 512. When I'm on 512, they don't glitch over that.
I mean, it still happens anyway.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
I'll never play on 512 ever again.
Well, yeah, they're not on 512, so it's bad.
I think there's kind of a problem with there being too many skills in this game. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Just
take out the weapon skills.
Yeah, just
take them out.
Put every
take out the
skill
weapon
on.
skills.
Yeah, I don't think the weapon skills are really a good idea. I kind of see like what people are saying, or like why they did that, because they wanted people to say, "Oh, I'm a sniper," so you know, it is a little stupid. I think the weapon skills are weird. Oh.
What about
Mono? Give him
Minus
-300 for doing that.
What'd you say, Dio?
Monomania and Narc?
Yeah.
It was awesome. And then they ruined it.
Some of the skills are just stupid though, like Surveyor and Hawkeye. Those are
Hawkeye's dumb. I'll admit that.
Surveyor,
Surveyor I get because like the whole AA thing, but it's like I don't know. That means someone can be 3 times as far away as you. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying?
What about if they have a
P90?
P90?
As far as a, I don't
Put
know.
the laser on it in Surveyor 3. Oh my goodness, that thing can.
That
reach
laser
the moon.
thing is weird too. I don't know why it really does that. Okay, let's just go down the list here.
They don't have a drum can.
LL?
MGO2 skills. What?
Oh, you're actually gonna look at all the fucking skills?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the skills.
Gigahertz, 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 gigahertz.
What?
They're both right there. They're both right there.
Oh my god, dude. How does this dude keep hitting me?
That lying guy is on some other shit. Just saying.
Okay, here's the skills. Handgun, SMG, assault rifle. See, this is the problem. There are like 5
Get rid of
skills.
Get rid of
There's like,
those.
I know, there's 5 skills for all these weapons. I think this is a little ridiculous. But the thing I don't like either is it like locks you into, oh, I have shotgun, I have to use shotgun, or otherwise I fucked up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hawkeye is so useless. Surveyor is kinda dumb. Quarterback is pretty dumb. But it's like,
If you took away that, I think I Play Naked would kill himself. Yes, it's true.
I think it's a weird skill. I really do.
He would die if you took that away from him.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not gonna actually do it. Trickster
I wish
is.
you would.
Trickster's kind of like a weapon skill, honestly.
I agree.
It literally is a weapon skill, it's red.
CQC and CQC-EX just makes it so you
That
can't
shouldn't
use
even be in the game.
It just makes it so you can't use CQC really.
Let's give everybody CQC 1, that's it.
Blades is like. Blades is pretty dumb. It's almost a weapon skill too.
No, he pulled it from the story. That video is pretty old. There.
What are you looking at?
Shadow Moses.
Oh yeah. Shield is really dumb. I think Shield's really dumb. Runner? I think a lot of these skills are just really dumb. You know what I mean?
You need runner. The run speed in this game's awful.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if everyone ran the same speed?
I know. Keep everybody at runner 2.
Right. If everyone ran runner 2, then there's no reason to have runner. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but what if you locked everybody at runner 2, and then X out that skill so nobody could put it on, and then
Sure. Yeah. No, that's kind of what I'm saying.
do you imagine everybody we rolling with AR2, Mono 3, and something else because they don't have to put on runner 2?
Box move is like. Box move is such a gimmicky thing. I don't think it should really be a skill. Box move is so useless. It's really so useless.
It's useless because when you hit somebody with it, they teleport 50 feet and you can't kill them.
I know, but even then, it doesn't do a whole lot. If it took away like a fourth of your stamina or a third, it'd be different. But it's like only an eighth, so you have to hit someone 8 fucking times, and there's no way you're gonna do that. Or if it's stunned them for a little longer or something, I don't know. For some reason, my brother, like, he used to use box move and then knife somebody all the time, and it always works.
The teleporting in this server is a little bit different.
No, it's not different. It's exactly the same.
It seems worse.
Well, it's only because there's international. We haven't even done anything. I've just been talking all the time.
What the hell is a VR arena?
Oh my god. VR arena is something like from MGS2 or MGS1.
Oh! Gigahertz could make a map like that.
But I don't see him. There isn't any VR crap in MGS4, so I don't think you'd be able to rip any of it.
Dude, VR range?
Yeah, you could use that shit.
Yeah, the VR range.
I didn't even know that there was a VR range.
I mean, it's
to be fair,
it's
I
not
didn't
that
really.
useful.
I didn't really do much in that game.
It's just, it's
Okay,
the
let's
Beat
see.
it. went on MGO right away.
There's just box move, okay? I think that's a little dumb. There's SOP stealth, which is interesting. I don't know, you know? Toughness is interesting. You know what I mean?
Get rid of elogs. Make them more expensive.
Toughness is also like, you need toughness 3 or else it's like useless. You know what I mean? That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, toughness 1 and 2. 1 stops you from getting flinched. With the headshot flinch.
I think the flinching thing is stupid.
So your aim stays straight, and toughness 2 I think stops you being blown back when you get hit with a shotgun. And then toughness 3 is grenades.
I didn't know 2 did that. I don't know. Charm,
but it's. Yeah.
I think some of these like gimmick skills, like they could just be like 1 slot or something.
Charm is 1 slot.
Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying here.
Toughness 3 is 3 slots, right?
Yeah. It shouldn't be.
Like some of these skills are like, you know, they could be like a mini skill, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think most of these skills are just kind of like unnecessary.
It does work on PS3.
Gigahertz just figure out how to make MGO1 work on PS3. Pretty sure MGO1 does work on the fat PS3, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe and
Just need to like PS3 and a lot of money.
Above you.
Oh no, apparently,
I like it.
what is it, Cobra or something's now built into like Rebug, and that helps with some of the emulation. I haven't.
Well,
really
the
tested anything
only
with
thing
that,
is the software emulator doesn't have network support.
That's what I thought. Apparently, though, there's somebody on the forums that managed to get on with the software emulation. So I don't, or at least said that, and that was thanks to Cobra.
They can have Cobra,
I don't know the details.
They can have Cobra load the ISO. You know what I mean?
Well, I know exactly what you're going to say, but that's what I thought. That software emulation did not support network. Oh, I'm saying somebody on the forum apparently managed to get on.
You could figure that out. That would be
I don't know
amazing,
about that.
I'd go on my PS3.
That seems a little wrong.
Well, yeah, I made a post, but didn't actually get a response from them on it. I just said, you know, I'm surprised they didn't get on it, whatever. Because, yeah, I thought, and as far as I know, that is the case.
I don't know. That's weird. Let's see.
If MGO1 wasn't a pain in the ass, it would be more popular. It's a pain in the ass to get on, and that's why.
It's not even that. It's actually just harder.
In terms of
the aiming and shooting and stuff is harder.
To get it on my PS2, all that shit freezes on me, and I'm sick and tired of it, so I don't even bother
that's
with
pretty
that
bad.
shit. I can play like 3 maps, and then the rest of them freeze.
that sounds like you might have codes wrong.
You have the old.
That's Dio's fault, because he's the one that helped me set it up, so...
Because, well, if you enter them wrong or anything like that, because, yeah, when I first when we were working like the single player server, you could only join, I think, like Mountain,
Right.
PvP.
It's funny, I think that's one of the I think those are the maps that I can use.
Yeah, so the reasoning behind it not working was if you applied the codes, we have kind of like conditional codes. I think it starts with either C if you're using Codebreaker, or every second line starts with a D if you're using the Game Shark codes.
Codebreaker. I think I'm using Codebreaker.
Well, either way, you're using old codes. But yeah, basically what happens is like the maps get corrupted because of the stuff we're doing.
Well,
I'd love to play that game
it's
more.
just
Like
that,
that game.
the game kind of unpacks itself, unpacks all that data. So if you apply those changes that we make before it unpacks it, it thinks that that's the packed version of the data and unpacks it incorrectly, basically. So yeah, it sounds like you've just got bad codes.
MGO1 deserves more respect than it actually has. And it's a damn shame that it doesn't.
It's just too hard. You remember we had a lot of people playing the first 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, part of that's probably just, you know, the novelty aspect.
No, sure, yeah. But...
No, I mean, the hard does come into it because, I mean, there's kind of like that long tail, people kind of playing afterwards, but, you know, just people dropped off either because it was too hard or, you know, a couple people established their dominance in the game, so, you know.
Right, yeah. Some people are just too good. Like, SSBB and... Carlos is pretty good, I think, right?
That guy's ass.
I don't remember who. There was someone I'm thinking of.
Carlos, I think, seems good now because he's been on kind of the longest of those that are on right now, but...
Okay, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, SSBB was, like, really good. I remember last time I played him.
That game deserves more love than what it gets.
He's one of the people I remember that did really good, and I think there was someone else, but I can't remember their name.
There's somebody named start with a K, I think.
Kaka?
Isn't he the...
No.
Oh, that guy, Kaka? I think he's like #1 in like all the game modes.
I don't
No,
know.
that's the loser, that's #1.
Kakushka.
That guy's a glitcher. The loser.
Well, Glitcher,
that's why he's
I think he just boosted. Yeah, Kakushka was the one. He was good.
And Rage. Those
He
are
was
the two that
actually...
played.
He was #1 in Europe. Like, on the original, too, I think. I recognize his name from playing on the Euro server.
Kakushka or Babushka?
Okay.
Kakushka.
No, I would not want to see that. You imagine a slideshow that would be Russian Snake? That is a horrible idea. This game can't even handle 10 people on the same goddamn screen, let alone 100. MGO3 or MGO1 worked really well when it was 3v3, but 4v4 it was questionable, especially when you played on maps like S East. Oh man, did that map lag!
Yeah, just imagine MGO1, 32 players, kill house playing deathmatch.
I think I'm done, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna play anymore.
Me either. I don't like these KSAs.
It's just we're just like running around talking and getting shot.
That's essentially what we do every time we play. On the exception of is that the God is in here right now.
Well, we were doing good before.
You're cracking under the pressure when Mr. Game is here.
That's not anything close.
Sorry.
Let's see, Charm. I think it's a.
Should I ban Storm? Was it Storm? Is that who I'm supposed to ban?
Who
Yes,
you banning?
yes.
Well, because of his harassment and toxicity towards you, Jen.
That was Stone and
Stone, okay. So now would be a good time to ban him?
you can do whatever the hell you want, sir.
I haven't read a message from Stone in 3 years.
That kid is fucking annoying.
Stone was the guy that laughed with that big message on the forums, right?
No, that's Storm.
Storm, yeah.
They're twins.
I know it's
they're
confusing.
twins.
I was confused at first.
They start with S. I mean, that's confusing.
They almost sound the
right
same. They do.
And then there's Jen's phone and GenSnake in here, so I'm even more confused.
Yeah, who are those two guys?
Because well, I can put both of your voices on the stream. Your voices is going through my stream. And it pops
You're
up.
streaming a staff voice chat? Shouldn't be somewhat, private?
Gigahertz has known that this has been happening, so...
Yeah. We haven't been saying anything recent.
No, we don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
The only Japanese
Yeah, well, I mean,
prostitutes.
the 18+ stuff that goes on in the main chat, I can't imagine you guys would stream.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
If it's something that's like... If it's something that Gigahertz doesn't want to share, he's like, don't stream. And then I get sad. Because he gives me views, and I get money for this.
What is your stream? Or your YouTube handle? YouTube or Twitch or
YouTube. I can dual stream, but I didn't feel like doing it.
You know, I'm still so mad. Like, I was gonna buy this shirt. I don't know.
Once again, the white man gets money. Shut up, Phil.
I was gonna buy this shirt that it came out like 10 p.m. my time or whatever, and I'm like waking up to go to work, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy this later today. And then I get to work, and then like I get my first break or whatever, like 4 hours later, right? Or maybe 3 or 2. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy this now, and it's like sold out. And I'm like, no.
10 p.m.
Anyway, let's talk about skills here.
Let's get on the test server.
There is no test server.
Oh no!
The normal server is a test server.
Test and broad. That's how you do it.
I mean, every time you make a change, you have to reset.
I feel like a lot of these skills.
Oh, that kind of wreck.
I don't know. Like, these skills are just like. I think of these skills and I think of like you can just replace them with roles. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what this is. This is like, oh, we've got, you know, the support role, we have the heavy role, we have the I don't know.
There's not really any skill that lets you take more damage.
Well, I mean, like toughness, kind of.
No.
That was the bad thing about MGO2R.
I know it's not really like letting you take more damage or anything. I'm
That
just
was
saying,
tank.
like.
Tanking recovered aim fast, or recovered
Oh, please don't bring that to this game. Health regen?
I'm so sorry!
Oh no, health regeneration is the dumbest thing in the game.
I think it's
It really-
okay. I think
No.
it's no, hold on. But I mean, it's like it has to be really slow.
Oh, like MGS2 slow? Or MGS3?
That would be
You'd have
perfect
to
for an
shoot-
online game.
I don't
Change
remember.
the
I really
clock.
don't remember.
MGS3, you had to change the clock if you wanted to play right away.
I remember in MGS4, like on the Big Mama or the bike chase. I was tuning on Big Boss and I had like just a little bit of health, so I just changed the clock forward.
Use Halo regen.
Halo
Oh,
regen.
no.
Oh, the shield stuff, right? Yeah, that's a little too crazy.
So, I mean, it works in some games.
Right.
I felt like the Halo 1 active was kind of decent. Well,
I like the
I should say I only
resistance.
played Halo 3.
I think it's fun for Halo.
Yeah, but moving it into something like this, where
No.
you know it's not as much of a direct shooter, or at least not in the same way as Halo is. Like Halo's, I guess, a bit more of an arcadey game.
I think the difference Halo, I think, is like it's more of like a body shot game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You can kill with a headshot, but it's like almost the same amount of work. As a
Yeah, I
body
think it's
shot.
a slightly more damage, but not by much.
Right. But yeah, those games are it's just a lot different. Scanner, not Mono, 6 Sense, QR. Those are all like support skills. And that's kind of what they did is like they just took like these kind of roles that people play and they just decided to turn them into skills. You know what I mean? I just think a lot of these skills are just like not.
I'm spongy, I should have went on 192.
Did they have games with like skills like this when MGO came out?
No.
Do they even have games like that today?
Every Call of Duty.
Call of Duty? Well, like the last one or whatever? What is it?
Call of Duty had a skill system, but I think this game kind of, like Modern Warfare 2 and but
It was definitely different though. I mean, I remember playing MGO2 and like when they introduced the skills. Because it wasn't in there in the beta, I don't think. At least I don't remember in the beta.
They were called the Japanese stuff like fast move and
I think the beta, I'm pretty sure was like almost identical. Unless you mean like the old beta, but I don't think you played that, did you?
I never played
beta.
No,
I never
not
played
the
the
Actually, yeah, I played the Japanese beta. But that was. No, I mostly just played, you know, the when you pre-ordered, you got a beta. That's the one.
And then they delayed it a week because we crashed the servers.
Well, no, that's a premiere beta. The pre-ordering, right?
Yeah, but the Japanese one, I tried so hard to get into that one. I had like 15 email accounts and everything.
Pretty sure you had to be Japanese, so like.
Yeah, that was one of the requirements, but what was it? If you basically use like a Japanese IP, you could register your Konami account.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Yeah, like it wasn't that hard to actually trick it getting on, but the page is still crafty and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
Public beta or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. That's the one you could shoot the emotes in?
Yep.
But I really don't
why they
remember
got rid of
skills.
See, I like that. That's a good
I
idea.
thought they introduced them later.
They might have.
I know they had a beta where all the animations were MGS3. Like it looked like MGS3 in HD.
There's like Call of Duty Roman Wars. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. It says the game was set in ancient Rome and allowed players to take control of the famous Julius Caesar along with Logue Runs and the officers of the 10th Legion. What the fuck? It's Call of Duty Vietnam. But that sounds like kind of weird.
Do Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's when the
Yeah, what's the latest? Is it Modern Warfare 3? Is it the last one? Or isn't it like Infinite Warfare? What's the last one?
Are you talking about the newest? World War
What's
II.
the newest? Okay.
World War II.
What was the one before that?
Infinite.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then before that was Advanced.
No, it wasn't. It was Black Ops 3.
Oh shit. I missed like 4 Call of Duty games.
Treyarch. It goes Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer. We're at Sledgehammer right now. So Treyarch is next.
Don't say we.
Hey, I like those the Treyarch Call of Duties.
Oh shit, I own Black Ops 3. What the fuck?
I think you bought it for your sister.
No, I bought it for a clip. What do you say about opening a window on MM?
Oh, just like, you know, like, it'd be interesting, right? I mean, no,
I think it would be.
but I mean, like, you know, you could open up that window and then that prevent people from,
Isn't there a room on the 2nd floor that we can't go in?
right.
Yes.
But I think that would be a little too much.
Are you looking at the stream right now? I'll go inside.
I could see the window from the back side of the building to the 2nd floor to go into that room. Like that window's open, but you can't go in that room.
I think if we open that up, it'd be a little too much. Because then you'd have to look out like 6 different windows and see if anyone's popping their head out.
It would really make rescue and team something awesome.
Yeah, I see that the 2nd floor right there.
See, if like the second floor was like an actual place and you could get up there some other way besides the stairs, I think it'd be cool.
How do you do it in MGS4 in the story mode? I know you could go in there.
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, stuff like that would be interesting, like to mess around with. I think it'd be kind of cool.
If you could make the goals and race not random.
Yeah, General Side. But yeah, the race is such a shit.
If somebody fixed it, it would be a lot better.
Yeah, that's the problem, is the random goals are absolutely horrendous.
I don't think I can fix that. It being random.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, Call of Duty's got perks though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, which are essentially... Yeah,
The exact same thing.
easy man skills. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out in 2007, the year before. So like
So
Matt
what's the
said,
difference between these perks and skills in MGO2?
Nothing. Most of them do the
nothing
same thing.
really. These ones are more separated. The ones in Call of Duty, multiple, like one perk will do multiple things. Not like this one only does. Assault only does like one thing.
Okay.
But in Call of
Minimap
Duty,
shows a
like-
larger area.
I feel like the perks though were also kind of I don't
These
know,
are more
felt,
general.
They felt really really different from kind of how specific the things are in MGO2.
And you could put like 6 of them, I think. How many can you use?
I think it said 6 on this page.
6 what?
Perks.
In the newest Call of Duty, I don't even know. You know, I own that game and I haven't even played it.
I remember
That's
I
not
played
true.
one
I
Call
played
of
it
Duty.
once.
I think the difference here is like, what is it? It's like, you can like tweak your playstyle, but you can't, I think in MGO2, like, it's a little more defined. Like, if you're bringing AR2 or something, you're pretty much only gonna...
Black Ops 2.
What?
What?
Somebody asked me a question on stream.
Oh.
Black Ops 2, hands down.
Yeah, so I think if you're taking like AR2 and MGO2, you're pretty much going to use AR. You're not going to use anything else. But over here it's like, oh, you have another attachment for your primary or your secondary, or you can take your primary as your secondary. So this is more like general stuff instead of making your assault rifle big.
I want to see what this game would look like with all weapon skills turned off. I'd love to see what it looked like. Yes, the servers are still up.
Yeah, these are like really general.
Maybe it hurts, I believe in you. I believe in an MGO without skills.
Yeah, but without skills, the running really slower than they fix that in the later versions.
The what?
I thought running was really slow in
Oh, runner?
In the first beta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
It
Well,
was
you talking about like
walking.
the MGS3 running?
MGS4.
Well, I don't know. The speed and the running speed in the game is like really bad. But then they kept tuning it up, but they had to keep the runner skill. But it's like,
What the hell?
Tune it up.
I don't really like these skills. I think they're kind of like, I don't know. They're a little too specific, I think. That's kind of the problem I have.
Yeah, I guess they kind of force you to play and I mean, that could be good. Like, I imagine they thought it would be more tactical doing that. It's just not how the gameplay actually turned out.
Well, it's kind of hard when like people that had, like the people that developed the game were really bad at it, so it didn't envision the way they wanted it.
Right. Yeah, I think that's kind of a big problem, is they kind of just made it how they thought they were, how they thought it should be. Like, they really didn't reach out to anybody.
How the bots play in Metal Gear Arcade is how they want people to feel.
Oh my god.
Essentially, yeah.
Those bots are so...
They like run with their gun out and everything, they're so fucking stupid.
You know what they do is they stop, and then they try and get an angle on you, and then once they get an angle on you, they don't move. Or until you like disappear.
Yeah, it's like Call of Duty players. Watch when it comes to like that, and then people lag around the corner.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the game would be a lot if they didn't have if there were no skills. I think the game would be the same for the most part. You know what I mean?
A lot of players would have to relearn how to because they do not know how to play this game without AR2.
Yeah.
Well, no. Let's say everyone had like AR2, right, or whatever they usually use.
Please don't do that.
I mean, like, if it was more like MGO1 where it didn't have any skills, I think it would be clinking.
It would be AR0 because the recoil of that game is really bad.
It's
The
AR
recoil
like
on
-5.
MGO1 is ridiculous. But I liked it. That's why I liked it.
Because you actually had to not spray.
Now, you could use the overpowered auto aim with that stupid ass. That was the one thing I hated. You had the AK, it was ridiculously hard.
When you make this game MGO1 style, you give everybody surveyors or an AR0.
Wasn't using AA like pretty much just as good as aiming anyway?
Not in headshots only.
2 shots.
In MGO1. Yeah.
Yeah, the EUs would completely, like, they would fucking just, they would probably hack and put bombs in your ass if you took away AR2. They live and die with that. That's all they can use.
Well, that sounds like a better reason to do that then.
Told Gemini to reset the levels when he gets level 18 again. I haven't seen him on the server since.
Look, Roger, sorry.
I don't know. I think the skills are like interesting, but if you think about it, they're kind of not redundant, but like they're kind of unnecessary.
Did you give it a test run, or do you have to update people's game for that?
I kind of have to. I can't really change that. I think maybe you can change like some parameters, like I think you could change like the driving points and stuff without having to change the actual game. Like you could change it in the stage files.
Whoa.
Maybe. I don't know though. What do you think?
Make the clip bigger on the MK17.
It's up to you.
I don't know if I can do that. But I think you can change like the run speed a little higher and stuff. But I don't know. I'd also have to get rid of the skills, and that's kind of like, I guess I could make the XP 0 or something, but I don't know.
You could force an error when they try to change the skills.
Yeah, I mean this kind of like, it's like getting a little too far from like how the game actually is.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it's unnecessary. But yeah, there's some skills that like completely change how you approach things, like having quick recovery on in Team Sneak. You know what I mean?
Or having
Maybe
guard.
what the game was looking for though, or aiming for, was if you could change skills on the fly to match people's playstyles, that would be cool.
Well, that also make it kind of like just every time you die, you just go and kind of like back
That, or
and
maybe
forth.
just at the end of rounds, or like at the start of a new match in game 2.
Right.
Just go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
think that'd be kind of cool. Well, yeah, because you can just leave and come back anyway, which basically means you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? If you were actually locked to, like in, you know, League of Legends or whatever, you pick one character and you get that character for the next, you know, 20 minutes. You don't get to change because you died. You know. So if it actually stuck to that somehow in MGO2, then
Oh yeah, don't forget to get rid of instructor.
I didn't see their skill listed.
Because you had to be instructed to get that skill.
Right.
What did instructor do?
Let's use, okay, so stop. It actually, like, marked you on the map. So everyone knew you were. But then you also got, like,
That's useful. At least if you wanna, you know, have a more challenging game.
right, it's like a handicap. But that's, I don't think this is really what it was. It wasn't meant to do that. You know what I mean? It was meant to, like, instruct people in all their modes, I guess? It wasn't meant as a handicap. But yeah, that's kind of what
somebody
it is.
hides behind a wall and auto-aims me when I pass them. I think they should automatically disconnect.
Yeah, let's see, there's quick.
That is my pet peeve in this game.
I don't know. People are
Can
so
you get
used
rid of the SOP glow in Deathmatch? I would love to play Deathmatch again. That's all I played in the old MGO1 flavor, Deathmatch.
I mean, but some people can't, don't they?
No, and Deathmatch is too fucking hard! I guess it doesn't really mean different now because there's no stats, which I wish there was stats. Mr. Game, where's my stat?
You should have listened to a Mr. Game.
And hope for it, I don't know, 10 months? It's a fair estimate, I think.
You sure that's not a little, too optimistic?
It actually kind of did. If it's not done by, like, May 1st, it won't be done until 20. No, I actually did look to try getting on. I was having some issues with my PS3. Black screen when I tried to load into the game. So I've got to figure that out. Yeah. I was trying to get on with it. I didn't troubleshoot too much. I imagine it's possibly just something with my discs. I tried to download the disc files, like that separate torrent.
Well, an OFW?
Download or whatever it was. Yeah, I was trying to get on OFW.
Well, you can't do that on OFW. You can't use the disc backup thing.
Oh, okay. That could be related to it.
You can just put in your other PS3 though.
I only have one PS3.
Oh, you updated it?
No, I assumed I could join OFW from a CFW though.
Oh, okay.
Am I mistaken?
Yeah, you could. No, you could, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not set up anymore for connecting to the game, so that kind of goes through that process. I mean, I'll try and follow the CFW one next then, if I need the disc files.
Yeah, you can just download the disc files and then just install
I've
it. Then you wouldn't
downloaded
need the
that,
disc or anything. So that would eliminate that issue.
3 years.
I'll be right back.
Although I did install the NA version on my OFW, and I deleted that right quick when you don't have that spectator cam. Man, that's a pain in the ass.
Oh, shit. Well, am I leading the conversation or what?
Hmm?
I
You
don't
should
know.
be right back.
Yeah. Well, no one said anything, right? For 5 minutes? I don't know. I feel like the game has a lot of issues. That's it.
We knew that in 2008 there, pal.
You sure you didn't know in 2007?
I don't know, I love the beta so much. It's like, I can't wait for this game to come out. Imagine what MGO1 would have been like if it would have had survival. That would have been awesome.
Imagine what MGO1 would have been like if they actually intended it to be a game that was played. 'Cause, I mean, MGO1 was basically just a beta.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
they
that
said
was
it was
pretty
a beta.
sad. I just can't believe like they put it out as like a.
They had a world championship for it.
I know. Why did they just say it was a beta? I still find that pretty crazy. It's out for a year, guys. It's like, oh, thanks. I don't know.
Man, I was so sad. I had when that game closed, I had nothing to do because that's all I played. I dropped like over 2,000 hours in that game in less than a year because I was 6 months late to the party.
Game on!
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. It was basically, I had this little 13-inch TV, like little CRT thing. And the PS2 was connected to that on the desk, so you know, that was on like all the time. I turned my PS2 off like 3 or 4 times while on KLI was live. And probably more than that, because we had a freeze glitch that would actually cause me to need to reset the PS2. I did turn it off. I turned it off.
I love that game so much. I went through 2 PS2s and played that game so much.
Alright, I'm probably going to bed. I don't know.
It's for the week.
It is. Yeah. I'm very weak. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, is like, I feel like the more time I put into this game, it's kind of like not worth it. I don't know.
Do you want my honest answer? Or do my dick riding gigahertz to finish more MGO2R?
What's your honest answer?
You're wasting your time.
Yeah. I know that.
The game's open, everybody already needs it. The other stuff is supposed to wait. Like, we'd love to have the game the way that it used to be, but no matter what you do, the community is only going to get smaller. It's not going to get any bigger. It might be if the emulator worked on the computer.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it would. Not by much. I don't think it would grow by a lot.
No, that's what I mean. It's not gonna increase it by a lot. I thought OFW it'd be a lot bigger, but...
See, it did grow quite a bit there, but people didn't stay on. Because
people dropped off real quick.
My views dropped and everything, because now people can get on at any time if they want to.
Charge money for this. That way it would have been exclusive. That'll be 20 hours.
Fuck!
But yeah, I feel like I'd rather make something else than keep trying to beat a dead horse here.
There's certain things that should be added to the game before you just stop focusing on it. Thanks a lot, teammate. Good job. Other than that, like stats, like that's the best part about MGO1. The stats. Even though nobody plays the damn game.
It's got stats because there's almost nothing compared to MGO2. There's not a whole lot the server does.
Sorry.
Yeah, for MGO1 it's basically like just a match instead of like, you know, let's keep a track of, you know.
Except auto join doesn't work, as far as I know.
Oh, who cares? Yeah, I don't know. I just think the game could be better in a different way. That's all. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now because I've been talking way too long.
Well, I mean, the game could be better with all the improvements. I mean, I think I'd rather just see, you know, have it functional. I mean, by that, it's, as far as I know, the only thing kind of missing is stats.
Yeah,
Stats and survival.
It's well, really not. It's not
survival. I wouldn't. All the self-hosted games. Like
no, he was just saying it's not there. That's it. He's not saying put it in.
No, it's not that. Like if the only good thing about survival was like the clan battling thing, but you know what? The game is not alive enough to bother. To be honest, if there was 1,000 people on this thing daily, I'd say you know, you might want to give that a shot. But like what? 400 people a day? I think 500. Maybe I think the highest I've seen is usually like during the holidays, and it's like 800 people. It's the highest I've seen it. That's it.
What is this?
Yeah, I mean, on that though, we can always create like our own kind of system or something like that. That's kind of external.
Yeah, I was saying that before. I think we could still do it. Yeah. We could have like automatic matchmaking and stuff too. I don't think it's that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, like if we want to do that, we can just make a ladder or clan sign off.
Yeah.
They can set up and basically just have the losing clan reports. Have like a moderator or something that if somebody decides, oh, they didn't report their loss or whatever, but losing team report, and you know, you can just kind of compete to get the number one spot on the ladder system and pretty much runs itself.
New maps is freshening things up, but people will never be happy with regardless.
I think it's only really gonna do it for a little bit.
You can import like COS or Ghost Factory. Take some MGO1 maps into MGO2.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Ghost Factory, one of my favorite maps. I hit this guy.
You know, I'm thinking Mountain would probably be a terrible map for MGO2.
I loved how you could roll somebody off of there, and if they drop the target, they lost the round.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Maybe it's such an uneven, like in the sense of, you know, upper ground has the advantage.
Right. Because I mean, if it was just like MGS1, well, no, not like, you know, if you couldn't look in first person like at all, then it would kind of work. But the fact that you can go in a first person just kind of ruins it.
S East was completely uneven in capture. Holy crap, is that map uneven?
I don't think I played capture that a lot, but I played a lot of SE's Rescue. I like that.
How many modes did MGO?
Capture, rescue, TDM, and deathmatch. 4.
You say sneaking also?
Oh yeah, sneaking, so 5.
Capture, rescue.
Good sneaking, not the way they ruined it. It was 5.
Capture, rescue, TDM.
Sneaking.
Deathmatch.
Deathmatch.
Did he have TDM?
There's TDM. Deathmatch, team deathmatch, rescue, capture, sneaking. Just go to the Snake site, go to rankings, you can choose them all from there.
Sneaking, capture, deathmatch, rescue, TDM.
Yeah.
And that's when sneaking was good, not the garbage mode that they put in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they really needed to have, like, what is it, like 10 modes in the game. I feel like they just...
That was kind of the thing with MGO1, it was a very simple game.
Right, I think this game just got a little too not
You saying
complicated.
they should have focused on what they were good at?
Yeah, I think they should have kept a better focus.
Well, as I said, I think how they tried to make it appeal to the more Western gamers.
Right, that was...
And copying a bit of SOCOM, a bit of Call of Duty.
I think they could have done that, but they had to, like, hone in a little better. Instead of just take this from this and this from this, let's put everything into this game. You know what I mean? That doesn't work. Okay, so there's deathmatch, TDM, capture. Right? There's an MGO1. Okay, there's base. There's res. I like res though.
Team Seeking was amazing. You can't even hate on
Team Seeking. I think base is a little weird. I think base and res are almost the same. Honestly. I don't know. There's stealth deathmatch with it, which I think is cool, but it's kind of like they just do that. Interval, Interval is so dumb. Hey, let's get...
Interval is just for hangouts.
Interval is like...
What about solo garbage?
They just threw that in because like, oh, you need to, you know, be healthy and whatever. But it's like, oh, stop playing our game. Yeah, do something else. I think that was a bad idea.
Forgot about solo crap.
Yeah, solo capture is, I think it's the stupidest mode. Yeah, bomb is done twice. Oh. I said bomb and res, that's what I meant, not base and res. I think bomb and res are almost the same. Base...
Bomb should have been one life. It definitely should have been one life.
If it was one life, it would be res, basically. I think.
Maybe they were conflicted. Because they were
that's
like...
what I think. That's what
they
I
were conflicted, so they just threw bomb in there and said, let's make it a full mode. Because they wanted the same capture that people would remember from MGO1. I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think of is that they were conflicted. Just
yeah, I think base is actually a good mode. Because it's actually like a pretty standard thing, right? Solo capture's so bad and race is so bad. Absolutely terrible modes. So TM
ruined deathmatch when you had the glowing thing. That was the dumbest thing they ever had.
Yeah, I mean, deathmatch and TDM are like almost the same. If you think about it, it's the same thing, but your own teams.
I hate team match. So boring.
Well, I mean, they do, you know, it's a deathmatch and team deathmatch, so yes, they're the same.
I understand, but it's like this is it's like the same mode basically. It's basically one mode. So let's see. There's really one mode here. There's capture, so 2, sneaking is 3, base is 4, rescue's 5, team seeking 6, stealth deathmatch. No, I don't consider that a real mode. 6.
It's a fun game mode.
And bomb, I think, is not very well thought out. So there's like 6 real modes here.
Hater.
But how many are there really? So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2,
9.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and interval. Why are there 11 modes in this game? I think that's a problem. There shouldn't be that many modes.
If you have a complaint about that many modes, just play Call of Duty.
How many modes are in Call of Duty?
A lot.
In Call of Duty, just kind of support like the custom games, so you can have like zombies or whatever. And, like a lot of the modes, or the Call of Duty actually have a lot of modes built in.
They have a lot of modes.
Well, let's see. Call of Duty 1 is deathmatch, team deathmatch, retrieval. What is that? Like rescue? Yeah.
Rescue is stealth and search and destroy.
It says retrieval is search and destroy, has no respawn.
Yeah, that's what rescue is.
Wait, what's the difference between retrieval and search and destroy?
I don't know what retrieval is.
It's from the first game. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of retrieval.
Yeah. So I'm not really too sure.
Retrieval might be kill confirmed.
Oh! Does it say anything about dog tags and picking them up when you kill somebody?
No. I don't know.
It might just
Demolition. There's sabotage.
Look at that shit up now.
Okay, let's see. There's DM, TDM, some res, I guess. Enemy behind lines. What is this?
Oh, that's the newest game mode. It's
Well,
the combat battlefield.
It's the first one too. What is this? Is it like just defense or something?
Sort of, yeah.
So is it multiplayer? This
Which
seems a
Call
little
of
weird.
Duty are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the first one here.
Like the very first one?
The very first one. Like Call of Duty.
That's the okay. You're using a bad.
Oh, you know
example.
what? This isn't online stuff, is it?
Yes,
No.
it is.
Call of Duty 1 wasn't online?
Yeah,
Maybe on PC.
yeah, it has... Retrieval is just search and destroy, but a different name.
Call of Duty multiplayer. There's multiplayer there.
Do the new Call of Duties.
Yeah, let's just look at the new ones. Well, I wanted to look at the old ones. Well, everyone likes, what is it, Modern Warfare 2 or something?
2.
2?
2 is the one that everybody just cancels. Even though I don't think it's that.
Okay, yeah,
Clusterfuck.
there are way too many game modes here.
2003 is... Damn, this shit came out a long time before MGO.
What did? Modern Warfare...
The first Call of Duty. The one you were looking
yeah,
at.
no, it's fucking old.
The one that got really popular though was Modern Warfare 1.
Oh yeah, that was crazy popular. Wow, I didn't know this had
Yeah, because Call of Duty wasn't a super popular game before Modern Warfare.
Right.
This had online on PS2.
Big red one, yeah. That was Call of Duty 3. I think 2 didn't have online, but it did for the Xbox.
I blew it!
Yeah, so this came out 2007. November. Modern Warfare 1.
We never got Call of Duty 1, Jen. It's only on Windows.
No, I'm talking about 2.
Oh yeah, 2 I know, because I see that on the, that
2 was on
LAN
Xbox.
program. Yeah.
3 we got, and then Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, so there's TDM, Mercenary TDM, what is it?
That's where you play TDM, but no parties. So
So it's
everybody
TDM. It's the same thing.
No
right?
squads. No squads.
And then there's TDM Express, which I guess is almost the same thing.
I think that's 4v4.
There's Free For All, which is DM. Domination is base?
Essentially based with 3 bases.
There's Ground War, what is that?
That
Yeah.
is team deathmatch, domination, and kill confirm all mounted into one, but instead of it being 6v6, it's 9v9.
So just a weird like gimmick game mode, right, or something?
Yes, with a shitload more people in the same
Okay.
game.
There's demolition, which is bomb.
So that's what bomb should have been, I think.
Isn't this like base destroying bases or something?
Yeah, you have 2 bombs. There are 2 bases you have to destroy.
Okay, so this is more
Destroy
like
one at
Battlefield.
extensive time.
That's more like
In a
Battlefield.
sense, like rush mode, yeah, like rush.
Right. There's sabotage, which is. It sounds very familiar. Sabotage.
Sabotage is like bomb, but it has a spawn timer, and you only have to plant 1 bomb instead of 2. It's very.
Well, so a lot of these are kind of like overlapping, right?
Essentially, yes.
There's search and destroy. Did we say that already? What is it?
Yep, that's res.
That's right. Okay. And then there's
Headquarters.
capture the flag, which is classic. Who doesn't love capture the flag? Why does the MGO1 have capture? Well, isn't that
Their version of capture.
I guess it. Yeah, it's like capture, except you don't have to. You just pop the thing into your base and you get a point instead of holding it for like an hour. I think that might be a little better than MGO2R. Mosh pit. What is
Mosh pit is a thing where you just picks all the smaller maps and puts you into fast-paced game modes.
Oh, okay. Huh. So there are really only like a few modes in this, right? TDM, DM, Res, Capture.
Gun game.
Gun game is fun.
Yeah, gun game's cool.
There was another one. What is it? Search and rescue, I think, where basically
Not
it
Hardpoint.
was. Oh yeah, there's hardpoint too. I like search and rescue where it was a 1 life mode, but if you killed the other teammate, they dropped a dog tag, and when you picked it up, one of your teammates respawned. I thought that was cool. I always liked that game.
I like Headquarters.
Headquarters was a lot of fun. I played a lot of that in Black Ops 2 because you leveled up so quickly.
I did Black Ops 2.
I'm surprised they have like so many modes. This seems like really confusing to me.
It also depends on what game you're playing because all 3 Call of Duties are made by different companies, so they all have different modes. Like Demolition is only in the Treyarch games.
Right. I just think it's like, you know, how can they have all these freaking modes in the same game?
And Domination is bad in every Call of Duty game.
Yes, it is because the spawns are. You know what? The spawns are garbage in every Call of Duty. They were good in Modern Warfare, like the very first one, until people started crying about being spawn camped, and then they changed it to this randomized crap, and it's been shit ever since.
Yeah, if you run into the enemy spawn, like even like just close to it, their spawn switches to where you were spawning.
Yep, spawn flips. It's
Oh my
stupid.
god, that's really stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. It never used to be like that, but because of the crybabies, they changed everything for the casuals.
Well, yeah, that's what the game's centered around, though. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, you're right. Our team just fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna keep talking the whole fucking day. And I'll be like, you know, 2 AM the next day, and be like, oh shit.
Nuketown.
Oops.
Nuketown was garbage.
Unplug
You're
my,
right.
Okay. Did you guys see anything? Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. That's it.
Night night.
Alright, later.
times did you die?
Just once. Playing rescue. I think I should go to bed too. I didn't realize it was 5 in the morning.
I'm sure it's not 5:30 yet. It's probably 5:21.
Yeah, but it's still
It's
that.
not 5:30, so you can stay up longer.
My wife is gonna kick my ass.
Just tell her you got up at 5.
She's not dumb enough to fall for that. She knows I haven't been in bed. That guy just... Mr. Game, I'm gonna send my PS2 to you, and you're gonna figure it out, and then you're gonna send it back.
Why would I do that?
Because you need more people on MGO1.
So your one PS2 is going to be that more people?
Well, yeah, if I get more people on, I can get more people on. I'll play, and then other people will play. Although we're playing with headshots only, because nobody likes autoing.
So, you know, we were talking about, you know, how hosts would have these rules in MGO2 that aren't, you know, from the game itself. And here you are suggesting kicking people for using auto-aim, a mechanic in the game.
Okay, but I'm gonna hurt... Oh god, I'm gonna hurt your feelings when it comes to shotgun.
I'm actually okay with the shotgun.
I remember Neo was like, that shotgun is so annoying.
Oh, it's absolutely annoying.
I never had a problem with it. Usually if you were getting hit by it, you knew it was over, but whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've taken it, but it's also very much a close-up weapon, so keep your distance and not doing much to you.
Yeah, especially if you have an AK and you decide to just auto. Holy, your health goes. That was the biggest problem about that game, was auto. Or you remember when the dancing was crazy? People would dance to avoid headshots and stuff, and the character would face the wrong direction.
Yes,
but he'd still be hitting you. That was my favorite.
I really like the whole dancing mechanic. Like, you don't have, as far as I know, you don't really have that in a lot of other games.
No. A lot of games have adopted, at least recently, the leaning kind of thing. Like Rainbow Six Siege has it. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has it, where you can just go... actually, I think Battlefield and Call of Duty have it now. If you're up against a corner, you can lean out with just your head or whatever.
Yeah, but, I don't know. I mean, I felt like the whole, like, not moving while shooting really... Well, unless you're auto-aiming, really had a kind of tactical impact on the game. Like, I really like that mechanic. I know a lot of people hated not being able to move, but I don't know, I like the dancing. You know, I use auto-aim a lot now. That's largely I can't play with my PS3 controller. And I can't use my PS2 controller on the emulator.
Yeah, that adapter is impossible to find.
Oh, I've got an adapter actually to plug my PS2 controller into the PC. It's no pressure sensitivity though.
Oh.
So that's kind of my issue. Otherwise, like, I bought a USB adapter like a long time ago, back when the PS2 was still around.
I remember that because a lot of people were freaking out because they'd rather use the PS2 controller.
Yeah, like, I think I could use the PS2 controller on my PS3, but I just don't have pressure sensitivity, but most games didn't take advantage of that either.
Yeah, MLG, you can actually run MGO1 off the emulator. There's actually a file I think you can get off of the SaveMGO website that actually has everything packed in. So all you gotta do is install it onto your computer. You should be able to run it right away. I know you can't. You have to get MGS3 off of the MU Paradise website because you can't post the SaveMGO because legal issues and stuff. But
Technically,
as
yes,
I know,
but it is currently on the SaveMGO site if you need to download it.
it is on there. I thought.
Yeah, I linked
didn't think
someone
was on
to
there.
it the other day. I move it when somebody's not downloading it. Like, so it's not like a public link, but it's on the server if somebody needs it. And I've got the network disk on the server too, if somebody needs it.
You don't even need a network disk if you actually have the MGS disk, right? Because
No, the emulator won't load the network config from the MGO disk. That's why you need the network one. It's a bug in the emulator.
okay, because I remember when I bought my PS2 adapter at some pawn shop, and he was like, "You don't need the network adapter disk; it's actually built right into the game." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, it is built right into the game, but just not on the emulator.
I've played it before. MLG it runs really, really well, especially when you turn nades off, because nades really slow that game down quite a bit. Like you think it's bad in MGO2 and MGO1, especially if you're playing on maps with grass, and trees, it slows down quite a bit when the grenades start popping.
If you really want to see the slowdown though, there's this box in GFACT, and if you shoot it, like one bullet will end up giving like I think it's 6 or 7 of the little wood chipping animations. So you take like the M63 machine gun and you just fire away on that, and everybody in the game starts lagging hard.
Oh wow! I didn't know
Like it'll
that.
slow down your gameplay completely if while you're shooting it.
I remember in G Factory there was this one spot. You know when you're on the second level, and then there's those boxes that you hop up to get on the rooftop.
Yep.
But just beside those boxes, there was this like, little pillar there, and beside the pillar, there was a place where you could roll down. And if somebody sat there and pointed up with a shotgun, and you rolled over in time, you could launch somebody.
Yeah, there's actually 3
3,000
places you can do that.
Oh, I only knew about that one.
So that's
which was
the
absolutely
easiest one to do,
hilarious.
because you know how you can kind of roll at that same spot and end up hanging off the upper roof?
Yeah.
That's kind of the base glitch. If you get shotgun while doing that glitch, you'll be launched into the air. So there's actually 3 places you can do that in Ghost Factory and 1 in CUS. Although, that's the easiest one by far to get. I've managed, I can manage 2 of the Ghost Factory ones. The 3rd one I've gotten a couple of times, so I know you can do it, but I haven't made it repeatedly, and the CUS one I can get relatively common, or often.
Yeah, I only knew that there was one in that Ghost Factory. But that was like one of the coolest glitches I've ever seen. It's that one.
Well, there's what we call the Astro glitch, which gets you even higher than that one does. It actually gets you outside of the skybox.
I didn't even think that was possible.
Yep, it gets you quite
You get
high.
stuck?
No,
Or
it
do you
just
fall
takes
back down?
forever to fall. Like,
Oh.
5 minutes to fall down. Or longer. And then you die when you hit the ground, of course.
Of course, yes. I missed a lot when that game first came back, because I didn't have a computer that was capable of running that.
Yeah, I think
Crap.
modern, it's become a lot more accessible with newer machines now. Like, I know my laptop, when we launched the server, couldn't support it, but My last 2 laptops both can play just fine.
So how do you propose that we make this server more popular or get more people into playing it? There's a tournament if you do a tournament, but the problem is it's hard to appease everybody.
I mean, a tournament with, you know, some sort of prize could probably get some people. I don't know if that's really how you'd want to attract people, because then you'd have to keep running tournaments, kind of keep those people happy. Oh no, I'm not super concerned with trying to grow the server, to be honest. I'm happy that we've got the server, we've got the games back up and running. We can maintain that. You know, the games are there for people if they want to play them. That's, you know, I guess the end of my goal, I guess.
Do you plan on redoing MGO3 when that closes?
That's already done, actually. We just
I actually know that's actually already done, but
yeah, that one was a lot easier to get going. Ghz did a lot of the work. I remember when we first started kind of looking at it, and then like a week later, he's like, "Oh, I, you know, did everything." Like, it was pretty straightforward to do. And I mean, yeah, once that server goes down, we'll probably run a revival server.
do you think that Konami would have a problem with that, considering that these ones, like MGO1, took you forever to bring back up? MGO2 was almost 2 years before it came back up. If they say we're closing this on the 17th of January, and you bring it back up on the 18th, you think Konami would have a problem with that?
I'm not sure, but as long as we kind of keep without, you know, taking donations and stuff, there isn't a ton that they can do, because any attack on it would be negative publicity.
I guess that is true.
I mean, that's why I'm so hard about publicly not taking any donations. It's simply so if they come after us, there's nothing they're going to get from us. They can't take anything from us. They can't, like, if we took donations, and they can be like, okay, every donation you've had or every donation you've encouraged. So if we told people to go donate, like, you know, Ghz starts a charity and it's separate from all of this. If we told people to donate to that, they could take donations that we cause them to get also. So just by leaving that out, the only thing they're going to get is they might get the server shut down. That's why I'm also a proponent of having the source available, so people can run their own. All they're going to get is bad publicity from it.
So what would have for my my situation, and there's a couple other streamers that have gotten donations. Like, I've gotten probably around $500 worth of donation. Could they go after you guys for that, essentially? Because I am playing their game while I'm doing it, even though I have nothing to do with yours.
No, I think they could actually go after you, not for those donations, but if you were to monetize, like, the YouTube video, like if it was running ads, I don't know if you are. Okay,
yes,
so that they could, you know, go to YouTube, do like a DMC, like just like what Nintendo does to streamers. Basically, you can't monetize a Nintendo video. They can't go for you after the donations, though. You're a third party to the server. As far as you're concerned, it's totally legitimate. You know, whatever. They couldn't, like, go after you for whatever donations you've had. As far as I'm aware, at least. I'm not a lawyer. It's been a while since I've talked to the lawyer I've got for SaveMGO, but and that's not really something I want to waste money on.
Wow, I didn't know that technically, if they really wanted, I guess that makes sense to do what Nintendo does. I guess they could, but I think that would go back to the whole negative publicity thing, and Konami has zero problems right now with that.
So it kind of seems like Konami wouldn't care about the negative publicity.
I guess that's true.
No, I don't know how we'd handle, like, the launch date of it if MGO3 went down. I'm not anticipating MGO3 to go down anytime soon. But I mean, it might not be, you know, the next day. It might be. I wouldn't say that we couldn't do that. But there'd more likely be at least somewhat of a cooldown period.
Oh, okay.
And
I really thought that, like, Konami was gonna close MGO when Survive came out, because that's what they've done in the past, right? MGO 1 closed, Portable Ops came out. Portable Ops closed, MGO came out. MGO 2. When MGO 2 closed, Peace Walker came out. And Peace Walker's still online, but that uses like that ad hoc party crap and Sony's servers. So I thought that they were gonna do it with MGO 3, but apparently.
yeah, I don't know. I personally don't. At least while Hideo was still there, I wasn't super concerned about it. He's had some, you know, fan interactions. He doesn't seem too against the servers. Like, obviously, I haven't seen any comments directly from him. But under his leadership, it didn't seem like they would do much. After they fired him, I definitely had some concerns. However, seeing the success of the official firmware, and that they haven't come after us for anything, I'm a little bit more confident that they won't. Because they're definitely aware of the server. If they wanted to do something, they could.
Well, Gigahertz had, I don't know if you know, but I'm actually pretty close with the guy who runs the Twitter, which kind of really means nothing because he just runs the Twitter, but he would know something was coming and probably tell, because Gigahertz has talked to him too. Like, he's a really good guy, but he said he doesn't know anything. They haven't said anything to him, so he doesn't really see a problem. But he also gave us a nice warning and said basically it all depends on how you present yourself. And I think your donations thing is also, you know, you don't take donations, so really just stay away from this because we're not really making money on it.
Yeah, and that jumps back to the whole idea. It's only going to be negative publicity. If we were doing something to taunt Konami, then, I mean, it would be a different story, and it wouldn't even necessarily be negative publicity. I mean, people could come on the side of, oh, well, they were obviously trying to profit off it or whatever. So, yeah, and just the MLG Pro there. I'm not bringing SOCOM back. Some people have approached me about SOCOM, and it just hasn't interested me.
So MGO is the only game that you really buckled down and played?
Yeah, part of that just had to do with the fact that I even started. Or, well, I played some other games, like I played SOCOM.
Confrontation or 2 and 3 for the PS2?
I'm actually not even sure which it was. It was one of them
that
was
PS3.
Oh, it was PS2. It was
okay,
around the
then,
same
yeah,
time as MGO.
Oh, I think it was 2. So,
Yeah, I think it was 2 also. I'm just not sure. Oh no, after they shut down MGO 1 in Europe, I didn't play a ton of games. Like, I mean, I played a bit of Resistance, Rainbow Six, and then MGO 2 a little bit. And after I kind of got started on MGO 2 and left it, I really stopped playing games on the whole. Like, there are a handful of games I could say I've played since then. Mostly, you know, MGS4, MGS5, and the Splinter Cell games.
You should bring back Resistance. Did you ever play the online for that game? It was so much fun.
Yeah, we used to glitch in it for a little bit. Actually, maybe have a glitch video on my channel.
For Resistance? I used to love
one
that
or two.
game.
There's one that we didn't release. Jumping back though, in terms of like MGO 1's the only game that I really kind of put in a lot of effort to bring back, and a big part of that is because I started SaveMGO. I don't like to quit once I've started something, so, and it definitely came close a number of times to just shutting down SaveMGO.
Well, I remember when it was a petition website because I was on there like.
Yeah, I mean that I knew the petition was never really going to work. I just figured it would build a community or something, which it did. I mean, we did have the forums, and that's more what mattered to me. But because I worked on a lot of things, I really wanted to bring MGO1 back without the cheat discs. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time working against the DNAS, and just it failed a lot at that. So when the fog came by and this guy suggested using the cheats, I was kind of like, okay, fine. And then over the next year, we actually did the server.
Is that really what took a long time? Because you were stubborn against the DNAS?
Yeah, that's pretty much where it was blocked. Was DNAS just? Like, I'll admit, I didn't really think of the cheats. I knew it was possible to possibly patch things. I knew the game was packed, so it wouldn't be an easy thing to patch. I didn't think about using a cheat disk until the fog actually made that suggestion, like, of using cheats. So, I mean, that wasn't my idea. I can't take credit for that and just ignored it. But yeah, for a long time, it was just, I was looking for that purest way to get the server back on.
Now that you know a little bit more, would it be worth doing now? Probably not.
No,
Just
that said, the fog actually did
DNAS.
do some stuff on DNAS. I want to spend some time to try and get that working with MGO1, but like I have some ideas for getting on MGO1 without cheats. Basically just exploiting the PS2. There is an exploit, but it's a little bit too late to actually be useful for the most part. Because when it grabs the news, you can actually exploit, and then if we had an exploit working there, it's actually a lot that could be done. We can change maps and put in new stuff. Pretty much everything like with MGO2 that can be done just by modifying the game. We'd be able to do if we had cheats, and it would be enforceable at the server level. It would happen when you joined. But I mean, it's a fair bit of work, and I don't think there's that much demand for it.
Unfortunately, no. It seems like everybody's kind of gone away from MGO1. Which kind of sucks, because like I said before, that game deserves a hell of a lot more publicity than it's actually got, because that game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I miss being able to play like a 99-minute CUS TDM.
Yeah, everybody's all obsessed with the fast game. It's fast and quick, and that's one good thing about this MGO2 is that no matter what, there's always a game. It might not be a game you want to play, but there's always a game that you could stuff now. Where MGO1, there's probably nobody on that server right now.
No, there probably isn't. That said, I mean, when we first launched, there was at least a game usually. Obviously, that kind of died down over time. Although we were never as big as MGO2 is, so it's not a direct comparison. But I mean, over time, MGO2 is going to die out too, most likely. As you kind of mentioned, I mean, the game isn't growing, and there isn't much we can do to grow it. Ultimately, I'm happy just that they are back, they are running. So, you know, years from now, somebody gets that itch to jump on. They can still jump on, at least run around on their own if there's nobody around. That's ultimately what I'm happy about. It's just, it's there. If you put the work in, you can play a game.
It would be really nice, though, if you could do that on the PC. If you didn't need to just have a PS3. Because eventually, PS3s are going to be very, very hard to find.
That comes down to whoever makes the emulator, really. Unless we were to try and port it. But I don't think that's a viable option.
Because the emulator that's working right now runs this game at 10 frame. So
You get a better system.
that's what they're running it at.
Oh, like it locks it down, it can't go beyond that, or
It can't go beyond 10. When it's loading, it runs at like 60, but as soon as the game starts, it hits 10. It goes right to 10.
but wouldn't that just be dependent on like the GPU or CPU?
According to the dev when I messaged him, is that he said it's just the game, and they haven't took a deep enough look into it to even bother with it. Because I messaged him and said, if you guys can get this working, that would be pretty sweet. Because Gigahertz said if you know, if they can get the game running, he'll take a look at the emulator and see if we can get it to work on MGO. But if the game keeps running like shit, there's no point of him bothering to put work in. So
Yeah, I mean, over time it will improve. The emulator will improve. Sounds like it's just, you know, probably game-specific optimizations that are causing the issue on the emulator. And so as hardware improves and stuff, it will get better. So, you know, in some years, as PS3s get more rare, it's likely that the emulator will be a bit more viable.
for whatever reason, the HD remakes work well. But MGS4 does not.
I mean, an HD remix of MGO1, or not MGO1, MGS1. I guess that's been talked about over on Discord recently.
Yeah. If you want to play MGS remake, just do, is that the GameCube version? It runs like MGS2.
That's actually that's the game that got me into Metal Gear Solid.
Twin Snakes?
Yeah. Nintendo Power did a thing on it, and I had rented it. I disliked the game immediately. So I had 2 rental games that week, I remember. Finished the one, so like, oh, okay, well, I'll go back and play this one. Like, I didn't even get out, like, that initial hangar where you get to the, when you kind of scuba dive in there. Like, I didn't get out the initial room of the game the first time I played it.
You didn't even get to the elevator?
No, I kind of just started it, crawled down, like, these controls suck, whatever, and went and played whatever other game I had. And then went back and played it. I rented Twin Snakes. Like, I was renting it, like, every week. I started speedrunning it. But yeah, so I actually still have a copy of that one, but I'd love to see like an HD remake of it with like the subsistence camera.
I think the closest you'll ever get to that is that guy that was working on the Unreal Engine Konami shut him down.
Yeah. I know it'll probably never happen, but I'd still like it.
Konami is all about those pachinko machines and looking for a game that is going to have a lot of microtransactions like Survive.
Is that going to have a lot of microtransactions? I guess it probably could.
I bet you. Somebody told me, I don't know if they were trolling me or not, somebody told me that there's loot boxes in the game.
I could believe you on that. Like, honestly, like Survive, like plot-wise, I don't care for it. I mean, the plot just seems silly. The video looked kind of cool. I don't like how they push the RPG elements into it, like the building and building times and stuff. Like, I'm just not a fan of RPGs, though. Like, that was actually one of my issues with MGO2, was even the skills I don't really like.
To be honest, I think I don't disagree with you. I think the skills ruin a lot of MGO2's experience because of this, especially the assault skills. Like, I think all the weapon skills shouldn't be in the game. I can make an argument on the other stuff because they're unique, but having weapon skills, it comes like MGO1 was all about skill. Like, if you could shoot somebody in the head, especially with that recoiled AK, you had some skill, or you just got very lucky. But
yeah,
this
like
game
MGO1 was very straightforward of a game. You join
in this game.
team.
I like this game. I like it a lot, but MGO1 was the better game.
Yeah, just about
but
survival.
MGO1 was a beta, so, or could you really call it a beta? Was it really just an alpha?
Well, I mean, I think they called it as, or maybe referred to as a trial somewhere. It was either trial or beta. Like, they had references to it as not being something polished, I guess.
But they had a World Championships for it. That's what I don't understand. If it's a beta, why you have no world championships for it? Because I remember, people...
Those were beta for their actual tournaments, too.
I guess. Because I remember a couple of people who ended up getting that Kojima Productions thing above their head because they won deathmatch tournaments and the TDM tournament.
Yeah, I guess the other thing, though, is like the Euro server had like a frequent tournament. North America just had the one.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I never played on EU.
Yeah, it was a pain.
I didn't know that you could. I didn't know that you needed to. I guess I did know, but I wasn't willing to spend the money to get a European PS2 and a European copy of the game.
Okay.
I should have
on with a mod chip.
Ah, see,
but
I didn't know anything.
You couldn't
that.
just use any mod chip. Because whatever, I haven't been able to look into it, but the DNAS, there's like at least 2 different modes for DNAS or something. So a few games had kind of a more strict mode of DNAS. SOCOM was one of them, like one of the SOCOMs, and MGO EU was the other one. So usually you could just patch this ID out in the game disk and you can get through DNAS, no problem. You couldn't do that with MGO EU. But this mod chip, the Crystal chip, actually bypassed DNAS on its own. I don't know how it did it, but the chip itself did the bypass, and that's what you had to use to get onto, using a mod chip to get onto the EU server. So it was actually, it was a pain to get on there. There's really only like, I want to say like 5 or 6 of us who kind of came on and started playing. Wasn't a lot of
the North Americans.
Yeah, so there's guys like Stormy, Handicraft, SSBB.
Oh, I know those guys.
Yeah, like Hobble.
Yeah,
it
all
was
of
largely
them.
Hobble people. Yeah,
I remember those guys. Yeah.
And me.
Yeah.
I was. So yeah, it wasn't a lot of us, but they went on there and kind of owned the server pretty hard.
I remember Hobble. Those guys were insane. They retired from game battles because nobody could beat them. They were so good.
Yeah, I remember. I was friends with Handy and SSBB before I helped them get on the servers. Well, kind of friends. I mean, Gray Fox was the guy I glitched with who was better friends, but I mean, at least back then, I was at least a decent player too. I couldn't beat like Handy. I think I did a one-on-one with Storm and Handy and SSBB. Like I didn't win, but it was like, 2-0 type deal. Like they had 2 tickets left. I could play, just not win. And now I'm just a scrub.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like you put the time into the games. MGO is not one of those games that you can play once and walk away from for like a week or 2 and then come back and play it again. It never was. I don't think it was. Like I've always, it's bad. You need to play it consistently to actually be good at it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When I was doing glitch testing all the time, because that's all I did on MGO1 was find glitches. So it was kind of constant play. It's not battling, but constantly playing nonetheless, so it helped a lot.
You heard that, everybody? Mr. Game brought MGO1 back just so he could glitch.
Absolutely. The first thing I did when had the server enjoy there was doing like some glitches on COS.
I remember used to be a glitch with Sokolov where you'd get underneath the map and you'd flash stealth.
Thunder glitch, like yes. I remember when we discovered that. There's this, if you look at my YouTube video, there's, so I can actually claim I was the first person to ever do that glitch. Of course, doing it, I couldn't see it. But yeah, so with the girls, when you dropped under the map and came in there, in my YouTube channel, there's a video called the Weird Line Glitch. You just see like their scarf just extending all the way up to the sky.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The girls, yeah. So it's the same glitch, but we can do that with Sokolov. and you apply your stealth camo, it does that flash all the way across the screen there. Just completely accidental. I just happened to be down there, and I think it was Wander. No, I can't remember who the other guy was, but he had joined the game late. It was like, what the fuck is that, or what's going on? Because I was just kind of chilling down in Oblivion.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty cool. The one glitch, I think, I can't replicate this. I can't do it properly anymore. I remember you used to be able to go against the wall, spin the opposite direction. You'd be inside of the wall, but you could on everybody else's screen, but
yeah,
on your
wall
screen
glitching.
You could still see and shoot people.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
I can't do it.
If you read the rules when you connect MGO1, I actually allow wall glitching. It's because I was good at doing that.
I remember that was Dio got me back on there, and that was one of the first things that I tried. I was like, I can't figure it out. It's not working because I couldn't do it. That was like one of a lot of people used to do that.
First person and then lean. When you go first person, it'll kind of clip you away from it so you can lean. But yeah, to everybody else, it will have you in there. Oh no, I guess it's muscle memory.
Yeah, that one was a good glitch. The one, I think there was one where there was a Kill House C. On one of the walls, there was like a weird ramp where you could go up, but you had to get inside of the wall, so you could walk up this weird ramp.
You couldn't walk up that ramp.
You couldn't?
No, I'm assuming you probably use that box glitch to see in there. You can get up in the rafters, but you don't get up there by walking up that ramp.
See, I always thought it was that, but I could never figure out how to get into the damn wall.
Yeah, no, it's just launch glitching. That's where you stun somebody, and when you have an invisible body somewhere else and pick them up, it'll kind of launch them up in the air if they fall off an edge. You use that, plus using the RPG to kind of move them while they're falling on their screen.
Wow, what a mess that game is. At least the glitching in that game was actually cool. Good.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time trying to get places and do things.
Yeah, that one I've seen before on old Japanese video was shit quality. It was some Japanese guy running. There's a Kill House.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got one, but I mean, we definitely recorded ourselves getting up there in Kill House C.
Should post more of those glitching stuff, so it might get people more interested in MGO.
Well, I have a ton of videos already. Now that I have decent internet, actually, I've been having issue with my emulator kind of joining games. I can create games, people can join them, but I can't seem to actually be able to join other people. But yeah, actually, I do want to kind of re-record a lot of old glitches. I've gone and re-recorded some of my favorites.
Yeah, some of that, like Hideo Fox posted some of the quality is so bad. You can't even see what the hell's going on after.
Yeah, one of the issues, like my earliest glitch videos, I'd record from the PS2 onto VHS, and then I'd record from VHS onto my computer. And the monitor I had back then was super dim. So you'll see, like, I've got a couple where I blew up the lighting on it, like a ton. So it looked normal to me on my monitor. But to everybody else, it looks like whited out.
That's brutal.
But yeah, I do have a video, actually, MGO glitch-KHC balcony. But it's 14 seconds. I could probably record that again.
Yeah, a lot of people just like to do all this. I'm surprised you didn't do a lot more glitches in MGO2 since there's a lot of glitches.
I didn't end up playing MGO2 very long. Like, I played the beta, and then I played like a couple weeks, maybe up to like the first DLC. Oh, I think I stopped just before that, maybe. It was I didn't play it much.
Well, I guess I should probably go to bed. It is 6:01.
Well, it's not 6:30, so you're good.
Then
Yeah,
again,
right.
my kids are gonna be awake in like an hour, so we'll just stay awake.
That's your call. I'm probably going to go to sleep here pretty soon, though.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.